Alright, let's go to the main event. The Midnight Whistle.
Please note that your strategizing is exceeding.
So, let's see. Where's the trailer? Okay, here's the trailer.
In the light of the blood moon, they rise and stride under the veil of the night. Freely, they live without fear of death. For through blood, they live forevermore. Because blood is life. Blood is life.
Blood is life.
The Danube dawn.
Ladies, gentlemen, please remain calm.
A train whose ticket anyone would die to get. We've received intelligence that there's very likely a dangerous vampire on board. Your assistance is vital to our investigation.
I'm afraid I can't help you. Investigator Semmelweis. Ask around and you'll get 100 different stories. None of them real. You're chasing a fairy tale.
Well, I have heard rumors.
A vampire? That's right! Dracula! Dracula!
You haven't a clue as to the true secret aboard this train. Stir any memories?
As the night fell, and the last slivers of light gave into the darkness, their cries faded, and the blood of those sorry passengers trickled, sweet and warm down the throats of the red-eyed monsters, until every last drop had been swallowed up.
We look forward to seeing you again.
We're boarding the train. Travel notice. The train will leave as scheduled, weather permitting. Please have your ticket ready for boarding. Travel notice. Part 1.
This is no ordinary train. From Istanbul to Vienna, each land it passes through still carries the echoes of gunshots and explosions. Before the war, it was a symbol of luxury. Now it is an ark, a way to outrun death, and everyone is scrambling for a ticket. They have no idea that when night falls and the train stops, death comes aboard too. On one such night, a group of passengers awoke to the sound of crying. They followed it. Then, the crying turned to bawling, and the bawling to wailing, until they reached it. A door that wasn't there before. And there, in a carriage that never was, in that place that shouldn't even have existed, blood-red eyes blinked in the darkness. Before they could utter a scream, they were pulled into the darkness, doomed to join the wailing of the dead and dying in their accursed corpse. As the night fell, and the last slivers of light gave in to the darkness, their cries faded, and the blood of those sorry passengers trickled, sweet and warm, into the throats of the red-eyed monsters. Only when that last drop had been swallowed up did the conductress appear, walking amidst the shredded flesh, counting off each passenger the way a butler might inspect a mess left behind from his master's feast. 231, 232. The ceremony is complete, and this journey has come to an end. We hope you had a pleasant trip, and we look forward to seeing you again aboard
The Danube Dawn.
Is that another term for a midnight train or the Danube Dawn?
The Danube Dawn.
The boy mutters the word one last time, then closes his notebook and hands it back to the woman beside him.
I haven't been able to read a vampire story since the war started. Thank you kindly, ma'am.
It's just one of many stories in my collection. I suppose it's interesting enough then.
You suppose? It's amazing. And the next train coming into the station is called the Danube Dawn too, you know. Huh. So it's the same train, isn't it? The vampire's secret base.
Huh. The folly of youth. Not yet able to discern fiction from reality.
Well, it's not like these stories just spring up out of nowhere. I've heard all kinds of them that really happen. At least, I think so. What do you think, ma'am?
He blinks his shadowed eye at the woman, then lowers the brim of his hat.
What I think is of little matter. I simply write what I see. And I see an intriguing story in you. May I have your name?
Robuska. My name's Robuska. Pleasure to meet you, ma'am.
Robuska. An interesting name.
Is this summer mice?
I'll be sure to make record of it. As I said, I'm a collector of stories, and you may just have something worth adding to my collection.
She opens her notebook, her shiny pen tracing a line across the page.
I'd love to, ma'am. But you're about to board the train, aren't you? I'm only here for a visit, so it's pretty much impossible I'll ever see you again.
I wouldn't be so sure.
She spins the pen idly between her fingers and looks up.
Many a great tale started with the impossible.
Vampires on a train, eh? That old tale.
The comment drifts lazily out from another passenger. It seems the tale has a few more listeners than expected.
Old tale. You heard this story before, sir?
No, not precisely. But many like it. Vampires, werewolves, wild beasts, and monsters. It's always the same story about the powerful consuming the common folk. Storytellers have always been good at making their points one way or another.
Ah, that doesn't seem like the same thing to me. What do you think, ma'am?
Robuska turns to look, but the woman who told the story has vanished.
You're young. You'll grow out of these tall tales soon enough.
You really don't think vampires are real?
I'm much too old to believe in that kind of rubbish. I don't see why it's necessary to even put vampires in that one anyway.
The old man exhales a long ring of smoke. He bends down, rubbing the rim stem where his prosthetic meets his levered leg.
Of course it's necessary.
The boy nods gravely, turning towards the direction of the oncoming train.
Think about it. The story's about death, right? And vampires kill, sure, but they also give eternal life. So, say one of the passengers is killed. The vampire can just bite them on the neck, and just like that, they're alive again. Take out the vampires, and now death is a one-way trip. The end of the line. It's way more exciting to have some twists and turns. I mean, where's the fun in a story you can predict from the very beginning?
Ah, you're in for disappointment looking at things like that. The world is filled with predictable endings, usually predictably tragic.
The old man, a half-burned cigarette between his fingers, gestured towards the corner of the station, where a massive figure huddles together, clothes worn, cheeks red with frost. Silent and stubborn, they fixed their gaze on the frozen track ahead of them.
Just look at those poor folk over there. They've been waiting here for days. How do you think their story will end? Do you think they have tickets in their pockets? Of course not. But they're hungry and afraid to face the gunfire. So they come here to try their luck. But miracles are few and far between in this world.
The boy pats his empty stomach, chewing on the meaning behind the old man's words.
Try their luck? What sort of luck are you talking about exactly?
I'm sure you're well aware already.
His weathered eyes gaze out over the station, as if awaiting a drama soon to unfold.
You're confusing me, sir. Weren't we just talking about stories?
The boy bends to brush the dust from his knees. As he does, the crowd begins to move. At that moment, the station bell tolls and a voice rings out over the din.
The next train will arrive in 20 minutes. Please line up, taking care to bring all your belongings, and prepare your tickets for inspection.
It's coming. The Danube Dawn.
This is my chance.
The crowd rises and surges towards the boarding gates.
Well, I better get going now. I mean, my train is here. God bless you, sir. Whichever god that is.
He waves to the old man before slipping into the crowd like a drop falling into the sea. No one notices his movements. All they care about are tickets, loved ones far away, and the train about to arrive, along with the troublesome mission.
November 30th, 1912. The Danube Dawn is arriving at... Vampires. Infection. Manus Vindictae.
The investigator lingers on the name.
Didn't expect I'd be dealing with Manus Vindictae for my first field mission after the 5th storm. According to current intelligence, the vampire working with the Manus is set to board this train. I was hoping I'd be able to finish this job with my new teammates. Get this done quickly. It looks like this won't be so easy.
She sighs and draws a communication from her coat pocket.
Eastros Operations Squad 77. Rendezvous. Train station. Time 1820 hours. Still no answer. I never realized the storm could affect people's punctuality too.
I wonder who her partner is.
Fine. If the train arrives and they're still not here, then...
More and more people stream into the station. The platform heaves with bodies far beyond the capacity of a single train.
Don't push them. Do you even have a ticket?
For crying out loud, the train isn't even here yet.
A planes rise, anxiety spreads, the fragile order of the station collapses. A scream pierces out from
No, my
the din.
ticket! Sir, please give that ticket back to that lady.
What What are you talking about? This is my ticket.
Your ticket? You just snatched it from my hand. Everyone just saw it.
The man remains unaffected by her scolding.
Sir, there will be other trains. Everyone will have the chance to leave. I need you to calm down, understand? Our tickets have been specially processed to prevent misuse, so you won't be able to use that ticket.
Other trains? Hey, everyone, listen to me. I have first-hand information. This is the last train out of here. It's now or never. No one's leaving here after tonight.
Sir? Sir!
Oh, it caused a riot. Shouts and children's cries intertwined with whistles and pops of steam, drowning out all percussion.
You don't know what it's like out there. We could all be dead by tomorrow.
Oh, enough of your blithering excuses. Give me my ticket back now. You can save your heroic speech for...
Before she finishes, he yanks her towards him. Passes her with ticket streams. The ticklish stands silent, dumb eyes locked on him.
Sir, please drop the weapon.
Let me in. I'll shoot her. I'll shoot you. I'll shoot everyone.
He taps her throat and backs away, dragging her from the yellow lamplight into the shadow behind.
You really think I'm just going to be a good leadership and go back home to wait for a bomb to fall on my head?
A hollow laugh escapes him, blood rising in his eyes.
No, no, no. If I don't get to make it out of here, then no one else will.
A gunshot splits the air. Silence falls over the crowd.
Hold it, you bastard! Get your hands off that lady!
Guards rush forward, training their rifles on the troublemaker.
Don't make us end this the hard way.
He sneers at the dark muzzles.
Aren't you soldiers busy enough killing each other? You have to come and start roughing us up too?
His pupils shrink, his fingers tighten on the trigger.
Alright, then try me. Let's see who can pull the trigger first.
Hopefully night carries.
Take thy sword. Duel with someone fair and square.
This is mine! Mine! I've been waiting 3 whole days! Budapest is calling! Yes! The safe place! Budapest!
Hypothermia, hunger, nervous tension resulting in delirium. Simply put, he's insane.
My station.
Merci. Brave.
Breaking the ice. I have seen to the heart of you.
Fight for the unarmed. The sword is drawn.
Rewards? The best reward is discovery.
In the kiosk, the shaken hostage is pulled back by the platform guard.
You alright, ma'am?
I'm fine, but my ticket. He still has my ticket.
She points towards the culprit ahead, who now charges like a mad bull.
Out of my way!
He finally shakes off the guard and bolts towards the misty tracks.
Budapest! That's the only safe place! Oh!
The world tilts. The ground gives way beneath him. He slips from the platform.
Good lord!
Sir, take my hand. The train's coming.
Cries, screams, and whistles rise in chorus. Nearly drowned in train steams whistled in the distance. The man stands dazed in the center of the tracks. His legs are bent on obtuse angles, broken and bleeding. But he smiles. A thick black column of smoke cuts in the dusty sky, rising along with a loud whistle.
It's the train! It's the Danube Dawn!
Years after years, the shadow of war clings to this land, relentless, unshakable. But still, the Danube Dawn makes its journey, like a dutiful soldier marching alone through rain, sleet, and storm. She arrives bearing hopes of freedom for life.
The Danube Dawn. Budapest.
At last, he remembers what he must do and stumbles towards the engine.
No, sir! No!
I made it! Mother, father, Melina!
Did somebody save him? The train exhales smoke as near, headlights spilling dim little circles into the twilight. The man limps forward along the tracks.
Here's my ticket! Let me in! Let me in!
He cries out, waving the thin ticket in the air. He waves it like a protective charm, like the key to life were in his hands.
I have a ticket!
Wow. Ouch. The train thunders as it grinds to a stop. Too late. Momentum and weight carried on iron wheels pulverize his flesh. Crushing rage, madness, and fear, everything into the cold steel. He's like, here, ma'am, here's your ticket back. The bloodstained ticket slips from his fingers, carries up and far away. The train door opens and a stewardess from an eye patch rushes out in panic.
Oh my. Everyone, please remain calm. We need to inspect this scene.
Please, let me in, miss. For the love of all that's good. Don't let us die out here.
This is the last train you need. Please, you have to help us.
The crowd surges forward towards the opening doors. The gore and horror that only just occurred is forgotten in their desperation. A rolling mass of face fills with stark fear and determination, and bodies jostling for position. Meanwhile, the ticket drifts unseen, landing silently beneath another. Yet as Semmelweis reaches out to it, she's met by a shadowy apparent. Before she can react, the shadow and the ticket are gone, vanishing into thin air.
A shadow? It could be some kind of arcane skill.
The investigator scans the crowd in silence, searching for the source of the shadow.
Annabelle, William, come along. We wouldn't want to get lost now, would we?
Wait for me, Miss Dorothy.
Not here.
A Class 10 steam engine. When this beauty gets going, it'll run faster than the wind blows over the Alps. As a compound engine, you understand? Steam's got to go through 2 stages before it gets pumped out the top.
Not here either. Finding no further clues, her pressing mission returns to the forefront of her mind. She picks up her suitcase and joins the madly churning
Crowd's
queue.
starting to rush. Not safe to stand around. Excuse me? Coming through.
In the brief moment they pass each other, The investigator spots the bloodstained ticket clenched in the boy's hand.
Please, wait.
He seems not to hear her call, hurrying on as rushing to board, quickening his pace. The investigator attempts to stop him, but the boy ducks. Her reaching fingers brush across the top of the dark felt hat.
Hey, my hat!
The felt hat falls away, revealing a girl's face. Her hair spills free, drifting in the wind. Pale skin, red eyes, and fangs. She's the splitting image of a vampire.
Red eyes.
The girl bows her head, cutting off the investigator's sight.
You're kidding. I only got that hat 3 days ago.
Seizing the pause, she leaps into the throng. In an instant, like a dragonfly into reeds, she disappears into the crowd. The investigator steps forward to grab her sole piece of evidence, a hat, plain and unremarkable.
A vampire disguised as a normal person, though far from perfectly. They could add her picture to the big book of vampire faces back at headquarters.
If nothing else, it tells her the girl values a clean getaway over her disguise. To be continued. Hey Millie, welcome in. So are you going home early or are you still staying at work? Congrats on redeeming second. And we just finished the first the first chapter. So I'm not sure if you saw, but I put back tea time, and right now I'm having the spice apple chai latte. Wait, spice apple. Oh wait, spice apple chai tea. I might add an exercise redeem onto it later, maybe. I just have to make some space. So so are you still staying at work, or are you gonna get home sick? Yeah, no, but if you're sick, you don't get sick time. Top secret mission. What's not written in the field mission manual is the real norm. Let's read the files. St. Pablo Foundation. External field report. The Daniel Dawn. Alright. Intellect summary. Key report 1. Multiple investigation records indicate that during the past 3 operational cycles, exact date in the encrypted attachment, abnormal arcanic energy traces are constantly detected inside the Daniel Dawn, the international train running between Istanbul and Vienna. Oh, for some reason I can't pronounce that right. Vienna. That the energy pattern closely matches the activity signature of the known beyond entity. The vampires see encrypted attached on detailed characteristics. Key report 2. Meanwhile, A series of unexplained deaths and disappearances has occurred along the train's route. Preliminary examination shows that the victim suffers blunt force trauma and displays tissue mutations of unidentified form, differing from a pattern of a known vampire infected. The upper division suspects direct contact with the new strain of the vampires. Threat levels has been classified as severe. All evidence suggests the presence of a Normandy vampire aboard the Daniel Dawn, either active on a periodic cycle or as a vampire infected with atypical traits. Squad members are to prioritize personal safety during the operation. Mission objective. Based on prior performance, Level 4 Investigator Semmelweis is hereby assigned to the Daniel Dawn investigation team. Objective includes... Alright, take care, Millie. Have the good rest of your work. 2. Investigate whether vampires activity correlates with newly observed vampires infected incident along the train route. Record any newly discovered strains, their traits, and behavior patterns. Collect direct evidence of collaboration between Manus Vindictae and the vampires. Investigator Semmelweis is to rendezvous with 4 members of the Astro Operations Squad 77 after the Daniel Dawn dock at Platform 3, Station G, 6:20 p.m. local time, November 30, 1912. They will supply all mission-critical resources and equipment. Team Paolo Foundation, November 2, 1912. Alright, that's the first. See, part 2, Cat Guts. She stumbles, but on what? The thread of fate. So as for the first part, we found out that people are rushing onto the train, and there's also vampires. And the person that she was talking to before, that wanted to hear the story of vampires, was actually instead of a boy, it was a like a vampire. Part 2, Cat Guts, or Cat Gut. The full weight of the earlier travesty finally hits the crowd, as shrieks and shouts of horror diverts the attention of even the most desperate. With one exception, a small enslaved figure that darts between the gawking crowd.
Phew, didn't follow me. Alright, guess I'll just board here.
She exhales, though her hand trembles on her knees. The adrenaline fades, and rising against it comes the ache of overlong hunger. Her head feels like a weightless
A little longer yet,
balloon.
Buska. There'll be food for days on the train. All you have to do now is get on.
She presses her belly, slowly straightening. She slips her hand into the pocket, blending into the line, and glances at the flustered lunged stewardess. At the train door, the stewardess spreads her arms, pleading with the adjutant's crowd.
Please, wait a moment while our attendant confirms your identity.
I've waited quite enough. Thank you very much. Let me aboard this instant. You saw the chaos those peasants raised. A living nightmare, I tell you. And I certainly don't wish to experience it again.
I understand your concern, Madam Sonia, but we must follow the train's regulations. Now, if you just wait a moment longer.
Her face burned red as she stands helpless between passengers and carriage.
Have you lost your other eye, too? My ticket was snatched by that belligerent fellow who tumbled onto the tracks. Everyone can attest to the fact. Now I beg you to skip all this unnecessary rubbish, else I will be forced to write to the railway administration. I'm sure they'll be very much interested to hear about this little incident.
Please, madam, if you just wait for another moment, I'll go and ask my superior.
Despite the difference in size in the station, the little stewardess is able to hold back the agitated woman with a single hand.
What a crass little girl you are.
Ima.
From within comes a woman's voice, deep and grave in authority.
I'll take care of this.
The uniformed woman with a patchwork face approaches the door, a long shadow stretching out from behind her.
Who's that?
On an instant, the girl takes a few cautious steps back, avoiding the threatening visage of the new figure.
Oh, don't waste our time. I don't care who explains what. Who are you?
The solution to your problem.
Stitches, scars. Oh, you're that conductress everyone has been talking about. As I explained, my ticket has been...
Her shrill tone softens, a touch with nervousness.
I've been made aware of this situation. These tickets are made with an arcane process. No one will use your ticket without your consent. Attempts at ticket theft are a familiar thing.
Expressionless, the woman glances into the most unremarkable corner.
But we have never lost a single ticket.
The girl's instinct for danger has never failed her. She turns at once, ready to move.
Ow!
Her right foot her right foot feels weighted down, and she is all at once pulled to the ground. A faint stinging buzz of electricity flows beneath the girl's feet, as if holding her there.
That stings. This her arcane skill?
A thought flashes through her mind. It's the story! One step, two, the footstep grows
The
closer.
arcane processing on the ticket will lead us to its location. It's close.
Okay, stay calm, Raguska. Nothing to panic over. Do what you always do. It's worked so far.
She inhales sharply, lips curling into what she hopes is the sweetest, most flattering smile, then turns her head.
Ah, good evening, my fine lady.
Good evening, miss.
I'm not feeling so good.
Please surrender the ticket. It's in your left trouser pocket.
How do you, I mean, what ticket?
A ticket for the Danube Dome. Bilet za vlak. Train ticket. Understand? Miss.
Her tone falls like a sledgehammer, pinning her into place.
All right. I didn't steal it. I just saw it floating in the air. You know, finders, keepers, and all.
Her body lifts as her collar clenched tight around her throat. The conductress holds her up with a disturbing ease.
Huh?
She stares in disbelief at her swaying shoes, her emotional struggling to catch up.
Ima, take the ticket. It's in...
Left trouser pocket. I know.
The stewardess approaches with a cheerful smile, reaching a hand towards her waist.
Hey! Ugh, put me down! Get your hands off me!
That the mouth has a habit of running off. Should I sew it up for you?
Fate runes shimmers at the tip of the conductor's fingers. The girl wisely clamps her mouth shut.
Coins, a red bottle, a few strips of cloth, and a flute. There certainly is an awful lot in here. Is this some kind of magic pocket?
The stewardess searches the instructed pocket. As she does, she leans in close to whisper into the girl's ear.
Don't worry. The conductress won't hurt you. We just want to retrieve the ticket. Found it! Madame Sonia, please take a look. Is this your ticket?
She gestures to the carriage. A frantic passenger hurries forward and takes the bloodstained ticket.
Oh, yes! This is it! Oh, thank goodness you found it!
The woman cradles it in her palms like a prayer. The girl falls flip like a rag caught in the wind. A few coins, a bottle, some straps of cloth, and a flute, all the possession in her name. Her luck has run thin, not that she has much to begin with.
I'm just hungry. So hungry. I never meant to hurt anyone. Rich people always find a way to get onto these trains. I just thought that maybe I could get on to have a meal.
She swallows her last protest.
You've got your ticket back. So how about letting me down? I'll see myself off.
There you are. What sort of trouble have you gotten up to this time?
A familiar, if unexpected, savior emerges from the crowd. A dark-haired, dark-eyed investigator strides forward, paying only a passing meaningful glance to a darling girl.
Good evening, conductress. Would you mind letting her down? This is my assistant. May I ask what sort of inconvenience she's caused?
She sets the wayward hat back onto the girl's head. The girl freezes, then immediately understands, eyes wide beneath the brim, cheeks flushing red.
That's right! I'm Robuska, her assistant. What took you so long, boss? I couldn't find you anywhere. What with all the snow?
Gorgeous lowers her to her feet, studying the two odd figures, so unlike in accent, dress, and bearing.
Assistant.
Yeah, we're on a very, very important mission. But we got separated.
We've wasted enough time. Let's go. And don't forget your ticket this time.
A brand new ticket is pressed into Robuska's hands. Once meant for one of the presently missing members of Squad 77, it now belongs to her.
If you cause trouble like that again, I won't hesitate to punish you, in line with the proper regulations.
Sure. Thank you.
She nods rapidly, clutching it tight, casting the investigator a conflicted gaze.
I see. In that case, on behalf of the crew of the Danube Dawn, I wish you a pleasant journey.
She dips her head, businesslike.
We're running late now, and the snow is getting heavier. Come aboard. If there are any other matters to discuss, let us do so in the warmth of the train.
Passengers file aboard, excitement in their
How
eyes.
splendid. This train is more luxurious than I ever imagined.
Well, she was a luxury express once upon a time. I heard that during the Golden Age, each journey she took was like a social event in itself, filled up to the brim with nobles and celebrities.
The investigator scans the crowd, but it seems her reinforcements are nowhere to be found. The communicator remains silent, no reply.
It appears I'll have to finish this mission myself. It's not all bad. At least I'll have a little bonus waiting for me when I get back to the Foundation.
She offers a slow sigh before turning her sharp glance back to the first catch of the evening. Miltsink in a second escape attempt.
You're going the wrong direction, Miss Rabuska. Our seats are this way.
Of course they are.
The girl scratches her head, feigning awkwardness, but her eyes shoots to the investigator's hand now firmly gripping her arm.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I never would have gotten on board if it weren't for you. I really don't have anything to repay you with, though. Tell you what, when we get to Budapest, if you still remember me...
Not so fast, Miss Rabuska. I have some questions for you.
The carriage goes utterly silent despite the commotion of boarding. He follows the other eyes, now locked on the conductors and stewardess standing together at the end of the carriage.
Welcome aboard the Danube Dawn, operated by Vienna Pannonian Railways. I am Corvus, your conductress, and this is Ima, your chief stewardess. The Danube Dawn travels from Istanbul to Vienna, a journey of a little more than 800 miles, with stops in Nika and Budapest. Due to an unfortunate incident at the station, our departure will be delayed until after dinner while we cooperate with the local government's investigation. As an apology, we have prepared a substantial meal for every passenger.
Free food!
Her eye flashes bright, her stomach quivers with anticipation. She steadies her trembling fingers and masks her weakness with a smile.
I see you have a particular interest in food.
The investigator smiles at her.
You're welcome to my meal if you'd like. But in return, you need to sit here and stay out of trouble. Do we have an agreement?
Well, I mean, it is tempting, but...
The girl blinks.
Why are you doing all this? I'm just an ordinary girl. Why do all this for me?
I'm not keeping you, if that's what you're thinking. You're free to go anytime.
She leans closer and lowers her voice with intent.
That is, if you really are a normal girl, as you claim. That conductress is sharp. If she figures out you're not my assistant, it may be difficult to convince her not to throw you out. And to top it off...
Around them, the rich, the powerful, officers, and riders each settle into their own seats, laughing chatter filling the carriage with anticipation.
I don't think this train is anywhere near as safe as it first appears.
To be continued. Alright, let's check what the star is. Legend tells an untold, or perhaps all too familiar story from the past. The Danube Dawn. Rumor 1. The Danube Dawn was once the Versailles Palace on rails, gliding along the banks of the Danube River, from Istanbul to Vienna. Silverware clinks as harmonious tunes, vast violets glistens with dew, and even the stroker carries themselves with a pose of Habsburg courtiers. At least, that is what they believe. But the glory days didn't last. Once the roar of cannons had grown louder than the whistle, it was abandoned, forgotten in a warehouse. Later, Vienna Pannonian Railroads pulled the train from the warehouse and refurbished it, stripping away the last thread of velvet and cramming in seats hard enough to turn your back straight. The silver tableware disappeared, French cuisine vanished from the menu, and flavorless beef stew took its place. The train now resembles an aging gentleman in a ill-fitting tuxedo. clinging to the last shred of his dignity. And then there was the missing conductor, Mr. Herman, with pale face, hollow eyes, and a drooping mouth. His very presence reeked of morbid gratuitousness. His dress, however, was pristine in every aspect, from his uniform to his pocket watch, chain aligned perfectly with his buttons, to the glove which never left his hand, not even while eating. None ever saw him sleep. Like a ghost, by midnight, they would wander the train, inspecting every carriage. The debut dawn was his home. He knew every passenger's quirks, every worn cushion, every stain on the window, or so the passengers claimed. That is, those who remember him. One night, 3 years ago, while passing through a fog-drenched stop from Budapest, the conductor vanished, swallowing by the mist, gone without a trace. Yet, a story circulates among the passengers. The vampire on the train took him. His body was hidden in one of the cars, and his eyeballs impaled with nails to the ceiling of cars 1 and 10, so that even in death, he may watch over his beloved train. Wait. Wait, so... Okay, so his eyes are in 2 different trains? In 2 cars with the train? Furthermore... Wait, forevermore. UTT editor. Verity. Part 3. Bon appetit. You must have patience, madam. Dinner arrives and the tension eases. Then hunts over the trays to eat, drink, and chatter. Laughter rising and falling. Of course, there are a few incidents.
You call this beef stew?
I truly am sorry, madam. I'm afraid the war has limited our ability to procure supplies up to our usual standards. It may taste slightly different from our usual fare.
Slightly different. This is a boiled cowhide in a thin gruel.
She slams her knife and fork down in anger.
It's always for this and for that with you people. Excuses piled on excuses. I paid my fare, the same as usual. I deserve the service I've come to expect.
Wouldn't you say that's a touch harsh, Mum? There's people out there getting showed the kingdom come, begging for any scraps they can get.
Ha! Is this what you Brits do? Stick your noses into a lady's business and levy pointless accusations? Don't you have something better to do with your miserable little life? Perhaps you ought to try feeling the sun on your skin, or, I don't know, cooking a meal that doesn't taste like wet socks.
Oh, that's rich.
The gentleman flushes red and rises. A stiffened giggle sounds beneath him. The woman sits behind him, scribbling posthumously as they speak.
What are you doing, Mum?
She a writer?
Me. Just recording what I see.
The editor closed her notebook with grace.
Train clash. Beef stew sparks national conflict. Lady accuses British gent of abominable cooking. Or, perhaps, battle at the dinner table. One woman's rage over beef stew. Don't let me stop you. This is all excellent material.
Journalists.
That I am. Though I'm
Oh, wait, she's the
primarily
UTT
an
one.
editor.
UTT reporter.
But I write reports whenever a good one comes along. Call me Verity. If you have any interesting material, especially about arcanists, please contact me. I will pay accordingly.
The pair fertos, unable to reply and turn to their dinner. The quarrel, now soothed, leaves the stewardess obviously general.
Thank you ever so much, madam.
Don't you worry. Poor thing.
The editor props her head in one hand, turning to watch passenger feasting in the corner.
At least someone's enjoying the meal.
I haven't had food like this in forever.
The sight of food, real food, melts away in the girl's anxiety. The speed and ferocity in which she eats is startling, yet the investigator spies a curious consistency, good table manners.
Thank you, ma'am.
It's Semmelweis. Has anyone ever told you that your eye color is very unique?
Yeah? Thanks.
Rabuska lifts her hat. Rabuska lifts her head, eyeshadows by the brim, unusual eyes.
You were saying that this train isn't as safe as it looks. Why do you say that, exactly?
She presses her hat lower.
People rarely match their deeds to their words. They may say one thing, but I found their true motives to often be much darker. Anyone could be a danger. The passengers, the conductress, or even you.
Her tone is not forceful, falling short of accusation, but still Rabuska does not help but make her
Miss
case.
Semmelweis, all I am is a hungry kid looking for food. Look at me. How could I be a threat to anyone?
You did take that woman's train ticket, yes?
Her voice is gentle, but her words piercing.
Well, yeah, I took it. But I hadn't eaten anything for 4 days. I needed to do something to survive. I didn't mean to do her any harm. I figured maybe they'd let her on anyway. And then we'd both get on and there would be no trouble.
The girl flushes red. Semmelweis holds her stare, as if already knowing the truth and waiting for her confession. At last, she allows a smile to slip from her face.
No one can blame you for trying to survive in these conditions. At the very least, you weren't the cause of any harm. But there is one thing I'm curious about. How did you reach that ticket earlier? It was your arcane skill, wasn't it?
Her silence is the answer. Realizing her slip, she swiftly changes the subject.
People rarely match their deeds to their words. Then what about you? What are you doing here?
I'm here to investigate this duplicity.
She sidesteps the question, producing a folder from her briefcase.
But our arrangement was for you to answer the questions.
She draws out a white slip of paper.
Have you seen this pattern before?
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen it. Maybe in a market? Or on a wall somewhere. I might be able to search my memory more carefully. That is, if you let me go later.
The girl eyes the symbol again, as if thinking hard, but the facade drops.
You're quite clever. Unfortunately, your acting skills could use a little work, which means I already have my answer. You're not one of them.
She frowns bluntly.
One last question. How familiar are you with vampiric legends? It's often said that their eyes have a peculiar quality, just like...
She meets the girl's crimson eyes, catching a flicker of panic.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Excuse me, madam. A moment of your time.
A voice catches attention. At the far end of the carriage, the conductress raises a hand, beckoning the investigator.
Stay put. I'll be back soon. Do exactly as a good little assistant would do. Understood? Vampires aren't the only dangerous things that may lurk on this train.
Sure thing, boss.
After warning her assistant, the investigator rises and makes her way towards the conductress.
That girl is not your assistant. Save your explanation. I doubt you've known each other for more than half an hour.
The conductress leans against the wall in what must, for her, to be a supremely exaggerated gesture.
I wouldn't have expected you to probe into matters of passenger privacy. I believe we should abide by certain basic humanitarian principles, even during wartime. Wouldn't you agree, conductress?
If you were an ordinary passenger, as you claim, I wouldn't have probed. But you are from that foundation, correct?
Her gaze falls on the badge at the investigator's chest.
That badge with the black and white print. Wherever the foundation shows up, trouble follows.
No need to be nervous, ma'am. I'm just on my way to Vienna for a little holiday.
Aboard an express train bound to pass through a war zone. You must take your vacations very seriously.
The investigator sighs and pulls out her Foundation ID.
St. Pavlov Foundation. I'm sure you'll find my identification is in order.
St. Pavlov Foundation. Investigator Semmelweis.
The conductress returns the card without a change in tone.
I see. Is there anything that I might do for you, investigator?
We've received intelligence that there may be a dangerous vampire on this train. I could use your help in the investigation.
She cuts straight to the point, stating her mission boldly and without restraint.
A vampire.
A grim shadow passes over the conductress' face.
You're chasing fairy stories. If you ask around, all you'll get is 100 different stories, none of them real. I can't help you chase a myth.
She returns to the sofa, packing up a pair of knitting needles.
Please have a seat, investigator. I hope my handicraft doesn't bother you.
What are you working on?
The conductor has a cute side too, knitting.
A scarf for Ima.
Semmelweis steadies herself, forcing her eyes away from the flickering needles.
I've been tasked with verifying the authenticity of this intelligence. However, your attitude...
A thought flashes through her mind.
You mentioned that you've seen this badge and pattern before. Was it someone you met recently?
I have worked on the Danube Dawn for many years, investigator. I have seen everything, except a vampire.
The conductress lifts her eyes from the tight snitch to meet hers.
I see. Then let's presume you're telling the truth. It's understandable it would be difficult to imagine something you've never seen.
The investigator leans forward.
According to our intel, vampires are extremely dangerous creatures. Once bitten, death is a near certainty, regardless of whether the victim is human or arcanist. Those few who survive become what is known as infected. They're like a bomb with a broken fuse. No predicting when they'll go off. Therein lies our problem, conductors. We believe one such vampire is hiding somewhere on this train. There's no need to exaggerate the threat this may pose to your passengers. You aren't going to turn a blind eye now, are you?
Conductress, the station staff said they want to confirm something in person with... Huh?
The two women sit facing one another, their expressions cold and serious.
Oh, am I interrupting something important? My apologies, I'm just...
Wait. I'll go with you.
The conductress sets her scarf on the sofa edge.
Excuse me for a moment, investigator. It's an administrative process for the passenger who fell on the tracks.
Administrative process. She stressed the words.
Let's go. Best not to keep them waiting.
She leaves through the open door, her stewardess trailing behind like a lost duckling. Samois watches the guard from the platform, studying the movement of their lips.
Our supervisors need an answer. The train can't depart unless...
Are they trying to blackmail her? I suppose it isn't unheard of in times of war. A long stop could prove helpful to my investigation.
Unexpectedly, the conductress does not resist the guard's demand. Instead, she produces a badge.
Oh, so you're one of us.
The stand-up ends. A faint smile creeps over Corvus's face.
Could the railway be working with the army? No, then this conversation wouldn't be happening. Is she handing him a badge?
Then, as sensing her eyes, the conductress suddenly turns to the window. Her smile collapsed in an instant.
Perceptive, aren't you?
She leans back, watching as the conductress and stewardess disappear from view. On the steps of the train, the conductress halts and waves her hand briskly.
Alert the station to begin sanding the tracks. We're departing soon.
To be continued. Whose nightmare? They're not only sealed in archives. Excerpt from the Vampire Beyond entitled file. Clearance level top secret. The vampire is extremely rare beyond being, bearing a strong resemblance to human. Yet with severe defining traits, its skin is noticeably pale, its irises typically crimson, varying in depth with the tolerance for blood intake. Anomagnetic studies confirm that blood functions as one of its key energy sources. Vampires exhibit a compulsive craving for blood. particularly of that of highly active animals. Key trait: bloodthirst. A vampire's obsession with blood often triggers bouts of extreme aggression and heightened tracking abilities, showing acute sensitivity of the scent of blood. However, certain reports suggest blood is not their sole means of subsistence. A rare few can resist bloodthirst altogether and survive on alternate food sources without depletion of blood. Photophobia. Vampires exhibit a marked psychological aversion to sunlight. Prolonged exposure to strong daylight causes irreversible tissue damage. The entity casts no visible shadows or reflections, whether upon water, glass, mirror, or polished metal surfaces. Number 3. Vulnerability. Ordinary physical attacks are largely unaffected. Only bullets forged with metal refined from specific alchemist techniques, most notable pure silver, can inflict permanent injuries upon them. 4. Vampires infected. When a vampire bites or exchanges bodily fluids with an individual possessing an arcana affinity, they are a high property of conversion. The infected undergoes some hours of violent psychological and physiological and psychological mutation, with a 93 mortality rate and over 96 instances of mental stability among survivors. Those who endure the process ultimately become the infected, gradually gaining the creature's biological traits and mastering its arcane skill. Note: Intelligence suggests Mantis Vindictae is conducting ongoing experiments to convert ordinary humans directly into vampires. The success rate and stability of such transformation remains unknown. Disclaimer: both vampires and their infected derivatives are officially classified as a foundation as the Beyond. Distance from both human and Arcanus. Last updated November 15, 1912. Hey Roadstorm, how's everything? Part 4, The Midnight Piercer. Whoa, whoa! Join us in our waltz along the banks of the Danube. Yeah, because don't they have one skill that increases their level or the level gain? Or is that some other class? Camus is the one that chucks potions at you. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, yeah, that's probably it. I missed it. What did they say?
Phew, the train is finally moving.
Oh, okay. With a sharp whistle, the train surges forward, chugging with growing speed into the black expanse. Hearts long held in suspense settles, low by the rhythmic sway of the train.
Now, what to do when I get to Budapest? First, eat a lot of kapama. No, wait. First things first, find a job, then kapama.
Oh, alright.
Find a job so I can eat kapama so I can work harder.
The girl draws her clavinet flute, fingers brushing the tiny cracks.
Mama, will the kapama in Budapest taste as good as yours?
Yeah. The figure dashes through the graveyard, over cold fields beneath a sagging sky. Her silent film is suddenly pierced with sound, a stream that only she can hear.
Whatever happens, I'll do my best to stay alive. I promise, Mama.
Did they add any new classes, or is it just stuff from the original game? The girl stiffens, putting the flute away before taking a quick look around the carriage.
Miss Semmelweis won't be back for a while, right?
I'm here to investigate this duplicity.
So what is duplicity?
One last question. How familiar are you with vampiric legends? Vampires aren't the only dangerous things that may lurk on this train.
She did pay for my beef stew and lark cake, but she seems really obsessed with vampires.
I wonder if she's a real vampire.
No, the sooner I leave, the better.
I wonder what. I'm not sure if this is before or after Semmelweis becomes part vampire. So, for some reason, I'm thinking since it's a later chapter that it's after she became a vampire. So I'm not sure what Robuska's gonna say or react once she finds out that Semmelweis is also a vampire. She jumps from her seat, hesitates, then drops 2 coins on the table.
Forgive me, Miss Semmelweis. I'll repay you. Someday. Cross my heart.
Oh, she's escaping again. Resolute, she turns back, searching for another refuge.
Ouch!
Who'd she run into? Annabelle. Is she a regular passenger then?
I'm lost. I can't find my friends. I'm sure you'll find them sooner or later. It's not like they were thrown off the train or something. So, just keep on searching. Go on. You can do it.
The girl hurries to Lise, but her hems is caught.
Please help me. I don't know where I am.
Hey Suki, I didn't know you were reading. Streaming today. What kind of art were you doing? Are we still doing Mushis? Welcome in, Raiders. Oh, nice. How many did you get to do today? Oh, okay. Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you again, Suki, for the raid. Thanks for all the follows. So let's continue on with the stories. See, at last, she placed her trump card, removing her hat to reveal her fangs and crimson eyes.
Stop crying. I'm a vampire. If you don't stop, I'll bite you. Really?
No fear, no disgust. Only curiosity, innocent wonders.
Aren't you afraid of me? I'm a red-eyed vampire. See?
She leans closer, pulling down her eyelids.
Wow! Your eyes are so pretty. Like rubies. Rubies? Never heard that one before.
She's blushing because she got complimented. She flushes red, caught off guard by the compliment.
Rubies, or maybe the red roses of Damascus. Roses? Sure they are. Roses that never wither. Tell me more. More of these.
She wants these compliments. Yep. The girl circles her while jumping up and down like a excited puppy.
But Miss Dorothy doesn't let us read vampire stories. She says they're, made up believe. I don't care though. I think they're amazing. Don't you? So, I read them myself. The pure-blooded vampires are the strongest, and they live in big, big castles. You must live in one too, right?
No, no, she doesn't.
Sure I do. Now that you mention it, maybe I can tell you all about my glorious ancestors.
Rubuska coughs slightly, claps her hands, and recounts her proud history.
Ahem. Long, long, long. A lot of longs ago. Back in the earliest times. A most amazing ancestor of mine gave some invaders a good beating. Yeah, that's right. He was the famous impaler known as Dracula. Arnold the Fifth.
Dracula!
My great-grandfather Arnold lived for 155 years. Then, he took a wooden stake to the heart and bled to death.
Then, how old are you?
Name's Ravuska. I'm 14 years old. I'm 214 years old.
She quickly corrects herself.
Yep, I've already lived 200 plus 2 times 7 years. But I'm still young for a vampire of my lineage.
What story is that from? What do you mean? Like, is that like another storybook or something? Little Miss Vampire Can't Suck Right? I guess I might check that out too. Let me write down the title just in case. Oh, there we go. A young girl speaks with fervor, reciting the stories from memory. The story rises from the endless stormy winter, silence, a blazing hearth, her head on her mother's lap, eyes drifting shut. Oh, we got an ad going on. I forgot. Fangs soaked in blood, moonlit nights, and dark castles. She begged her mother to tell those wondrous tales again and again. Until her voice grew faint. And the little girl drifts into blissful sleep.
Vampire?
Oh, did her friends come over? Children gather as if drawn by unseen magic.
William!
Oh, her friends came. She found it. Her friends found her. The lone bird finds a companion at last.
You're here. This is my new friend, Ribuska. She's a vampire.
Wow, a real life vampire? Wow.
Oh.
A excited voice fills the air until a boy steps from the shadows, scorn written on his face.
How do you know she's a vampire, huh? You don't have any proof.
Yeah. Does she look anything like the ones in the stories? She does. Her eyes are red, like rubies.
But when Uncle Henry was sick, his eyes went all red, and you said he was a vampire too. Remember? Miss Dorothy even scolded us for being rude.
Don't listen to him. You're a real vampire, right, Ribuska?
Of course I am.
She's flustered, now determined to defend the honor of her kind.
You want proof? Then here it is. I'll show you what a real vampire looks like.
She makes a performance of strolling under the lights.
Take a look. Can you find my shadow?
Shadow. Wait, you don't have a shadow.
Shadow accompanying every child, a identical twin matching the movement of their hands in the darkness. But Robusta stands alone, as if the light itself goes straight through her, as though she has never bound to its law, never part of the world it illuminates.
Exactly. We vampires don't have shadows.
We got the ad. We're welcome back from ads.
Vampire!
Vampire! The children cheer louder and louder, clapping with glee.
Whoa! She really is a bona fide vampire.
Told you so.
Her pride is short-lived. Another challenge soon follows.
So, you're a vampire. Then you must be brave. How about the scary conductress? Have you ever talked to her?
It's like the conductress is more scary.
Conductress? I mean, more than just talk. She's actually one of my best friends. You think she's scary, huh? I'm telling you, she's big, but she's slow. If it weren't for me...
The children watch with rapt attention.
Wow, you're like a boss. Our boss. Boss! Boss!
She feels almost dizzy with power.
Well, if you insist. Alright, fine. I'll be your boss.
Yup.
Looks like you're having fun, best friend.
Wonder how long the conductress was behind her. Oh, nice. What tea were you drinking? Were you drinking any tea earlier? Right now I'm drinking spiced apple chai. Yeah, just put it and I finally put it back today, so I know it was off for a while. Congrats, Ronan, for redeeming third. Do you change up your tea, or is it the same same set? Nice. I'm not sure if I had the wildflower tea before. Because like besides my usual is the mint tea, but I have like the like there's a tropical type one that's like a little that, let's see, chai apple. Let's see, I have golden root. citrus something. Then it has other like tea packets. Because the golden root and the citrus one is loose leaf or loose stuff, but the other ones are packets. Yep. I should drink the. I think the golden root one more often since that usually like clears my like my stuffy nose sometimes. Looks like you're having fun, best friend. That's what's so funny. A rumbling voice cuts through.
You heard all that? I'm in danger.
We heard you the moment we entered the carriage. How wonderful to see you all getting along.
Big but slow. Is that right?
It's just a game.
Play as you like, but don't block the aisle.
Sure thing, old pal. We'll, make sure we do that.
Are these your new friends, Miss Robuska?
The stewardess examines the gaggle of children surrounding Robuska.
Not just friends. They're more like, familiars. Right, everyone?
Robuska sniffs, proud of her new followers.
Exactly. We're the familiars of the great Vimb.
Ahem. This place is too crowded. I must have a larger castle. You hear me?
She changes the subject abruptly.
When we get there, I can tell you some more stories about that.
That? Oh, that. New stories! New stories!
The noise fades and the carriage returns to calm.
How lovely it is to see Miss Robuska making so many new friends. I'm almost a little jealous.
Yeah, that I'm not sure if they did or not.
You've never had many friends. Is that why?
It's like, Amma, do you want to join the group? Emma seeks a glance at her, hesitating.
It's about time we headed back. Miss Semmelweis must be waiting.
It is. Let's go.
Yeah. Before leaving, the stewardess casts a final worried look on the mischievous passenger, remembering her shallow smile. So I'm wondering, like, does all the conductors have like the eye patch, or is it like, you know, I'm not sure if they had an injury or if it's just like a fashion thing. And those impossibly brilliant crimson eyes.
Robuska.
To be continued. Innocent sealed away, sweet, warm dreams of yesterday, forever lost. Annabelle's diary. Outside, it's as dark as if someone had spilled a whole bottle of ink. The last window reflects me and little William sitting opposite of each other. I bet he's not really asleep. The kerosene lamp on the table casts our shadow on the wall. I stare at them, hold my breath, and clutches my teddy bear tight. The train clatters along the rails, like someone chasing after us. Chasing us away from Onstabel. Away from Uncle's house. When Miss Dorothy was packing our clothes, her hands were shaking so much she couldn't even fasten the buttons on my shirt. Her face was pale as paper, lips pressed tight, as if the moment she opened her mouth, all the awful words trapped in her throat would come flying out like crows. She just said, "Children, hurry! Come with me. Everything happens too fast." I didn't have time to pack all my dolls. Jenny, Jack, Nina, I'm sorry. I couldn't bring you with me. Where's this train taking us? Budapest? Father's home? Will there be a warm fireplace there? Sweet doughboy cakes? The smell of roses? I already forgot what father looks like, but he must be tall enough to protect us. Like the heroes in bedtime stories. The powerful, brave, amazing vampires who only appear at night and vanquish everything in their paths. If only a vampire will really come, they'll drain the blood of all the bad people and protect good children who behave. So they'll surely scare away whatever's hiding in the dark, whatever it is that makes Miss Dorothy's face go pale. I keep praying silently again and again. I believe the great vampire will come to save us. Alright, take care, E2. Thank you for the raid again. And Istanbul. Take care, Gare Bear. Stage 5. 4.5 friends. So is the half friend oh, thank you for the hydrate. Posture check. Alright, thank you for the posture check too. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly take your seats. The shadow play is about to begin. The train rocks as it plows through the winter storm. The investigator lets her vision glaze over the scene beyond the window, still pondering the meaning of the conductress badge.
She handed it over so naturally, as if she had done it countless times. Plus, it appears she's encountered someone from the Foundation before. I am forced to conclude that our conductress is hiding something from me.
She pulls a pocket watch from her coat and flicks it open.
They've been gone for a while now. Well...
Then she looks around the room. Thanks to the conductor's fine administration process, every file is simple to find. From the timetables to station logs, everything is within range.
These files are just sitting out on the table. Do they have no sense of confidentiality? An easily laid clue is often a trap, though. This could be bait. Better act cautiously.
The investigator shakes her head, casting the thought aside.
I apologize for keeping you.
Cordes enters and returns to the sofa. Her lawyer Silvers follows in behind. She takes stocks to the room, confirming that nothing has changed since she left.
Ima has placed your luggage at your seat. No need to worry. Nothing has ever gone missing from the Danube Dawn. You've waited for some time. Where were we? The Foundation, your vampire, and this investigation you mentioned.
To rule out any threat, I need to verify
Yeah.
every passenger on board. Carriage by carriage.
The investigator shifts tactics, speaking more directly.
That would be controversial, especially in the midst of this war. I fear it may cause unnecessary disturbances. I'm sure neither of us would like a repeat of the incident from before.
I apologize, but my mission parameters are clear. You've misunderstood my intent. This was a notification, not a negotiation.
In that case, I will need to see some formal authorization. I won't allow someone to disturb the peace of my passengers just because they claim it to be necessary.
She arches her brow, certain that the investigator doesn't have the authorization.
I fear that authorization is still little more than a draft on their desk. The joys of bureaucracy. But as you seem to be a fan of red tape, if you refuse to cooperate, regulations state that it is within my power.
She pauses to draw out the effect.
To stop the Danube Dawn.
Stop the train! No!
Indeed. I am fully within my authority to stop this train at any time to conduct an investigation.
I understand, but it could inconvenience our passengers.
Just the passengers?
Emma opens her mouth, then closes it again, glancing at the conductress. Corvus stands and pats her on the shoulder.
I see. I have one stipulation, that my stewardess and I accompany you during your inspection.
As you wish. I assure you the process will be carried out with openness and transparency.
If the purpose is likewise open and transparent, yes.
Naturally, conductress. I have told you everything. As far as I'm permitted, at least.
The investigator maintains a practice, businesslike smile as she extends her hand.
There's no time to lose. Let's get started. Glad we could come to an agreement, conductress.
Announcement, explanation, records. The cooperation continues.
How many carriages left?
Except the locomotive, the brake van, our compartment, 2 registered, and this one we're registering.
12 minus 3, then minus 2, then minus 1. 6 carriages to go.
Semmelweis answers with the subdued smile.
Conductress, Miss Ima, I need your help. 2 of my students have gone missing.
A worried lady approaches, concern evident on her brow.
Please remain calm, madam. How long have they been missing? Could you describe them in detail?
The 2 of them are about this tall. The little girl always carries a doll with her, and the boy has short brown curly hair.
Oh, we passed them.
I lost sight of them in the dining car about half an hour ago. Seems they've taken this train as some sort of playground.
Conductress, they sound like the little boy and girl we met just now.
She notes down each description carefully. Attention to all the passengers.
Ah, Robuska's familiars. Look behind you, madam. Are these your students?
Following the conductor's words, all eyes turn to the children at the back.
After the glorious Count Arnold V came my grandfather, Savanovich. Grandfather Savanovich brought the whole family north of the Danube and built Arjesh Mill. Arjesh Castle. He lived to be 165 years old.
Is the kid's getting sleepy? The girl eagerly continues her tale, unaware and unconcerned that her audience has drifted off to sleep.
William, Annabelle, you can't go messing about yourselves like this.
The governess storms over, skirt swaying wider than usual, appearing almost like a bowling ball.
Miss Dorothy?
Oh. The children jolt awake, Annabelle springing from Robuska's lap.
Annabelle, you get back here right now! You should know better than to associate with that kind of company. That goes for you too, William. Come on, quickly!
That kind of company? Is she talking about me?
From her sharp gaze, Robuska realized the difference in their clothes. The hand laid on her shoulder, breaking her thought.
We meet again, old pal. We're here to register your information if you might spare the time.
If I said I couldn't, would you let me go?
I suggest you do a thorough check on her background. I suspect she could be a trafficker.
No, Miss Dorothy. I was lost, and Robuska helped me.
How many times have I told you? You are a young lady of a certain stature. It won't do to get too close to this riffraff.
Riffraff? Hey, lady, what do you mean?
Apologies, madam, but this is just a simple passenger registration. No need to worry, Miss Robuska. We just have a few simple questions for you. Let's see. What are you?
I'm Robuska.
She straightens her back and speaks firmly.
Sorry. Perhaps I wasn't clear. I mean your lineage.
Lineage? Oh, sure. I'm Thermanikian.
Let's hurry this along. Not your name, nor your place of birth, nor gender. Arcanist or human.
Oh, then I guess I'm...
There is no third option.
Well, how do you know? All right,
The girl falters, eye dodgy, but it's William that leaps to explain.
She's our vampire boss. Of course she's an arcanist.
Silence, William. Who taught you to say such things?
Oh.
Just messing around with the kids. Didn't you ever play make-believe when you were young? Vampires, werewolves, Rusalka.
I did not.
The conductress coldly interrupts her.
Given these extraordinary times, I'll ask that there be no more such make-believe on the train.
I won't do it again, I swear.
She exhales, but Annabelle, now awake and confused, speaks up.
But you are a vampire, Robuska.
The air stills.
You don't have a shadow. You showed us. And real vampires don't have shadows. right? Vampires are really, really strong. And Rabuska is a good vampire. So, you should all be nice to her.
She gathers her courage, standing firm even under the governor's glare, her voice quiet but sure as she challenged her attitude. The crowd looks down on the finely embroidered carpet beneath the girl's feet, and fails to find her shadow.
She's right. She really has no shadow.
Uh-oh.
You call this messing around?
The patchwork conductress takes a step forward, her towering figure making the children stumble back in fear. Her hand rests once more on Robuska's shoulder, firm yet proper.
You're going to have to come with us. I'm afraid that Danube Dawn's security protocol dictates an immediate closed interrogation.
To be continued. Part 6. The Suspect's Testimony. Datum Dawn. Passengers. Dermoscally Arcanus. Vampire. Oh, she's tied up. Who are you?
I'm Rabuska. Are we done? This isn't funny, you know?
Derma, Nikki. Oh, Derma, Nikki, and... What is your purpose on this train?
I'm going to Budapest to find a job. Let me go!
Do you have any companions on board?
Vampires don't team up.
So she's admitting she's a vampire now? Even though they call her because she's a vampire?
People are too scared of me.
Are you a vampire?
Yeah, I'm a vampire, okay? But so what? I didn't do anything.
She hangs her head, her whole body radiating defeat.
She doesn't bear any signs of Manus Vindictae's rituals. She may indeed be innocent, but can't rule her out for definite yet. Best to be safe.
Semmelweis returns to the conductress side.
I've checked her over. She's not a threat, nor is she my target.
Then this isn't any ordinary vampire you're searching for.
I'm not at liberty to say.
You hear that? She says I'm not a threat.
Soon she perks up again, a hint of color returning to her face.
But, according to regulations, dangerous creatures like vampires should be contained in such situations.
Huh?
It's for the safety of all passengers. A hungry young vampire in an enclosed space like a train is always a risk.
No, don't lock me up. I'm not even hungry.
This is not a request. It's a notification. You've already admitted that you're a vampire.
Vampire, vampire, vampire! Yeah, I'm a vampire, so what?
Her ruby eyes seem ablaze with fury.
Have I bitten anyone? Have I sucked any blood? Have I hurt
even a single person. I don't understand you people. Always putting everyone in boxes and then treating them differently just because you put them there. It's like your brains are all square or something. 1 minute we're friends, and then the next you're tying me up. All because of these boxes you're so obsessed with. It's because of these boxes, these stupid labels, that this whole war started. Why I have nowhere to go. And now you can't wait to do the same to me. Then fine, go ahead.
Tears begin to streak down her face.
I'm a vampire. Everyone hates me. Go on. What are you waiting for? Follow your rules. Pierce me through with the stake.
Goodness, Robuska. You.
The carriage is silent for a moment. The passenger stares at the girl as if seeing her new. The conductress loosens the string that binds her.
Apologies. We had to tie you up to prevent you from...
Aha! The weakness is revealed. Take this! Pow!
Straight to the point. I like that.
Not bad, assistant. You almost got me.
Huh. You're not so bad yourself. Acting like you care, and then the next second, turning against me. Well, you want a problem? I'll give you a problem.
Wait for the right moment.
Bravo.
Enemy reaction predicted.
Into the darkness. Adios, Straniero.
All right, Robuska. Calm down.
She got assassinated.
Your struggle is pointless. I suggest you stop it.
Pointless? Ha! Clearly you haven't met my teeth. Let me go!
Each move on the board is an attempt to return to the future.
I didn't even get a good fight in.
Resistance is futile. The conductress pins her down with ease.
You're brave. Bold, even. But you're not going anywhere. For now.
Let me go! Let me...
I leave her to you, investigator. The Danube Dawn is not a detention center. We have no obligation to take care of your travel companion.
A minor nuisance, nothing more. If it were not for her missing teammates, the investigator wouldn't mind playing chaperone for a day.
But perhaps we could offer a personal favor to Miss Semmelweis.
The stewardess, silent until now, finally speaks with a strange note of eagerness.
I'm sure I could find an empty room to take care of her. I mean, keep an eye on her.
The train will arrive at the border checkpoint later today. She can stay with us until then.
Semmelweis lets out a steady, meaningful breath, resigned to this course of action.
I appreciate your cooperation.
Wait, what about what I think? Where are you taking me?
Sensing the girl's unease, Emma gently takes her hands.
You can stay in my room, Ruby. There's an extra sofa stuffed with goose feathers. It's ever so soft. You're welcome to have a rest there if you're tired.
Yeah, no.
Ruby? Come to think of it, that sofa does sound tempting.
Call it house arrest. Allow us to escort you.
Two figures marches down the narrow train corridor. One dangled by her collar, the other nearly strapping the roof, together in a separate uncanny whole.
Oh, watch it! You're pulling my hair! I'll bite you! All of you! I swear!
If you ignore the faintest bit of noise, that is. To be continued. Part 7, The Then New Dawn. Operation Manual 101. The Then New Dawn is designed to serve all members of the public in the Then New Dawn Basin.
This is illegal, you know? Criminal! Let me out! Let me out!
The girl shouts, pressing her right ear hard against the door, desperate to melt into it. Tap, tap, tap. The floor steps grows fainter, echoing down the empty hallway.
Phew, finally gone. All right, Babushka, what's next?
She pulls a metal trinket from her rags and brings it to the lock.
Think this lock will stop me, eh? You're going to have to try harder than that. Gotcha.
The door opens, only to a sliver just wide enough for Ruby's eye.
Okay, coast is clear. Ha! Easy! You've done it again, Babushka.
Her plants her hands on the hip triumphantly. Only one more step before freedom.
Ruby?
She got caught!
Where did you come from?
Emma gestures behind her. As the door swings open, the small stewardess is revealed, standing in place.
You...
Caught off guard, Ruby freezes. She doubts her chance to talk her way out of this.
Alright, I'm caught. So what? You going to report me to your boss?
The stewardess presses a finger to her lips and winks at Rubiska.
Be quiet, or they'll hear you. Are you afraid? I can smell it on you.
Afraid? Clearly, you don't know me. So, are you going to tell them or not?
As long as you don't go running off, I won't.
She checks the hall, then slips inside, delicately closing the door.
So, why are you here? Where's the conductress?
They're in the break van. Miss Semmelweis needs to check over some files. Don't worry. Anyway, it's a bit dull all alone in here. Why don't we have a chat? Come, sit next to me.
Emma reclines on the sofa, patting the space beside her. The girl glances at her dark palms and ragged gloves.
My clothes are kind of dirty. I don't want to mess up your sofa.
Really, I don't mind.
Warm words don't reach her. She stays rooted to the floor.
Then how about...
The stewardess claps her hands, then sees rubies as is inspired.
Ah, let's get you changed. Then you can join me without a worry.
Wait, I didn't... Ah! Lord, you're small.
Not this. Or this one. Ah, found you. Here, put this on.
So what outfit is she gonna get? Oh, that's cute.
Oh.
Oh my, you look wonderful.
Does it fit?
Oh, it fits you splendidly. I hereby declare that these clothes are yours to keep.
Really?
God knows how long it's been since she wore clean clothes. Red and white stitches traces arcs around the hem of her skirt. She chokes back words, trying to believe what she sees.
Thank you, Ima. Hold on. Why don't you have a mirror in your room? You've got so many clothes.
The stewardess sadly touches her eye patch.
Oh, I don't much like mirrors. My eyes aren't very pretty.
Hey Jonas, how's everything? How's your day? Not sure if you're a reverse player, but we're working on the main event for the 3.1 update. Overwhelming. We had to do a lot of stuff today.
What are you talking about? You? I mean, your eyes? Eye looks good. More than good. You're...
Wonder if Elma gets another costume too, besides her conduct, or does she have to stay in her conductor's uniform?
Well, in short, you're good through and through.
She scratches her head, gaze sliding to the pile of garments stacked nearby.
I used to have a closet like yours, filled with silks, cashmere, corduroy, all kinds. Did you buy all these clothes yourself?
Oh no. Most of them are from a family member. He said that life as a stewardess is as boring as our uniforms. So, whenever he goes off on a long trip, he buys me new clothes. That way, no matter how far apart we are, I always feel like he's right here with me.
Family. Boring. By the time I was your age, I'd already been halfway around the peninsula all by myself.
Goodness, that sounds wonderful. But I think my life is rather pleasant too. Every day, the train welcomes new passengers, all bringing their own stories. I can travel without ever having to leave. And the conductress looks after us. I know she seems stern and maybe a little angry, but she's truly lovely underneath. And a wonderful tailor too.
She points to the row of
See the clothes on the matryoshkas? She made every single one. Aren't they darling?
Matryoshkas. Each wears a colorful knit sweater, their smile stiff yet harmless.
Huh? Wait, sorry. Are there 2 conductresses on this train? I mean, I just... No, I can't picture it at all.
Robuska jerks her head, attempting to banish the uncanny image.
That conductress? Knitting little sweaters?
I guess she... Oh, who did you pull? Oh, nice! I know she has a... Once she gets the rank 2 attacks, it takes away the enemy's attack or whatever. Which is pretty nice if they have ultimate up against you.
Ugh. Just imagining it is giving me the creeps.
I believe so. Once you get your character, right? Because if you roll more, it's gonna waste your crystal drops because you got a guarantee, and I'm not sure how lucky you're gonna get with the other 20 pulls. You may get lucky, but you know, I don't know. Oh, okay. Congrats. Yeah, because I know for me, I had got Melina earlier on too. And I got Druvis and Jessica later on in the game, but like I didn't get to use them a lot.
Conductress, you dropped this.
The balls of red yarn rose to Semmelweis's feet. You mean characters? Yeah, there are characters. I think Miss Radio is a 2-star. And Door is 2-star. I'm not sure why that Automata had that. She picks it up, handing it back to the conductress.
Thank you. All the files are here. Logbooks in the first drawer on the left. Shift handover logs are at the bottom of the second drawer on the right. Dispatch instructions are on the table.
Much appreciated. Thank you again for your cooperation.
Without a word, Corvus resumes her handiwork. The scarf bellows out with every stitch, keeping silent company. A rare moment. A rare moment of peace. Perhaps a chance to understand each other.
The stitching on this is immaculate. I'm surprised to see you're fond of needlework.
It's a common skill. Nothing special.
Blunt words, blunt endings. The topic dies. The investigator returns to her file, scanning endless logs and numbers until she finds another opening. Not the automatis blocking your beginner. Well, I mean, I'm allowing it, so I'm not sure if it's appearing late or not. Or I'm approving it. Because the word that they're blocking is you're beginner. I guess it's like it says like reference like bullying or stuff like that. So it's funny. No, I think because you added the your in the beginning of it. Because this was the blocked word. I'm not sure if it's gonna show on mine or not. That's what was getting banned. Or
The name of this train is very intriguing to me. The Danube Dawn. Does it hold any special meaning?
keeps on knitting. The carriage hums with the grinding of wheels. Another topic dies.
Sorry. I've never been much good at small talk or knowing when it's appropriate or with whom.
To unite all regions along the Danube.
Huh?
You asked if it meant something.
She pauses her work to meet the investigator's eyes.
It's simple. Unite all regions along the Danube and move forward into the new day as one.
Unite all regions?
Nah, you have to actually use the coins and stuff to level them up. And then for insight you need the materials to level up. Yep.
From Istanbul to Vienna, through Belgrade, Nika, and Budapest.
Fingers trace lazy lines through the air.
See how the train is like a line connecting all the dots along the Danube?
Huh. Makes the war seem even more ironic.
Well, I don't really understand all that's going on out there. But I do know that I like this name. The Danube Dawn. It sounds warm and bright, like we're all a big family. What you said earlier about putting people in boxes, I feel the same way. Why can't they just sit down and have a good chat like we're doing now?
Robuska brightens.
I know, right? I knew we'd get along.
Of course. I get along with all types. Humans, arcanists, vampires.
Wait, which one's the druid-looking one? You mean the dryad, like Druvis, or you're talking about Jessica, the deer one? She makes a slight glance toward Robuska.
Actually, you're the first vampire I've ever met. It's a little strange and new, but I'm not scared. I like you.
Yeah, because Druvis is it looks like a dryad.
Yeah, you're not so bad yourself. But is there actually anyone you don't like?
The stewardess tilts her head back in deep thought.
I can't think of anyone.
Huh, knew it. You like everyone, and everyone likes you. Like a happy little princess.
The princess nods, graciously accepting her teasing.
I'm grateful for the life I'm living, and I hope you are too. My only wish is that everyone could live together peacefully.
She clasps Robuska's hand.
Like this, see?
Oh.
Our fingers are born separate and alone. But if we lock them together, they become one. Nothing can break them apart.
So another cute picture.
No, I don't. I could break free anytime I want.
Didn't she say she was pretty strong?
Do you want to break free, Ruby?
Okay. Uh-oh. Ruby's in danger. Palm to palm, the threads intertwine, binding them.
Unite together and move into a new day as one? That's a truly unimaginable concept.
Dreams though it was, the spirits of time brought many who believed it could be real. Wanting to believe the land of along the Dublin Blue could live as one.
Idealism does often come hand in hand with impracticality. Still, it's admirable to stand firm in your beliefs. Impractical or not, I respect it.
Her unexpected approval is met with an equally strange curiosity. Her needles continues their motions. With her left hand, she loops the yarn over the right needle tip, then deftly draws it back down. Each pull tightens the fabric, fortress walls forming beneath her fingers. When she speaks again, her voice has softened.
It's no difference to me. This is only a job. Deliver 13 carriages and our passengers from one point to another safely. That's it.
13 carriages? Are you sure?
The investigator catches the crucial number. Wasn't it 12? How did it become 13? Or...
Seems unusual to choose an unlucky number for a train.
The needle halts.
I meant, including the locomotive. Rolling stock, then? I didn't want to be too technical.
It's fine, really. I suppose I should wish you luck, conductress. After all, it is our common goal to have the train arrive safely, yes?
Which is why you've been allowed access here. Now.
The last stitch done, Corvus sets her work aside. A soft red scarf now rests in her lap.
It's a beautiful scarf. I'm sure Ima will appreciate it.
Thank you.
A flicker of a smile. Her gaze slips to the clock, checking the time.
Have you made any progress?
Not much, but I did find something helpful. The ticket reservation log could be useful to cross-check against what our passenger said.
She nods.
Good. We've been here long enough. If you'll excuse me, I have a job to do.
It's been a pleasure working with you, conductress.
Together, they rise and step out. A blizzard rages outside, buffeting the train as it speeds into the night. To be continued. News or rumors? Sometimes rigorous reports and alleys whispers are one and the same. Notice of the W Dawn resumed service. Vienna, Pannonian Railroads. So, by the way, this is the route of the Eastern Orient Express that ran from 1880 to 19... Oh, okay. Vienna Pannonian Railroads announced yesterday that after a full year of maintenance, the W Dawn will officially resume service next Wednesday. The new train is said to drastically reduce travel time between Istanbul and Vienna, strengthening connections throughout the W region. Rumors, of course, soon follow. An engineer who wished to remain anonymous claims that the train's remarkable performance may not be entirely due to human work. He reported glimpsing particular critter-like entities near the engine room and wheel bearings, somewhere between a beetle and a firefly in size, dark brown in color with two slender antennas that glows faintly red. The workers nicknamed them Scarlet Nightmares. They seem very fond of staying close to the engine, he says. When the machinery rubs smoothly, they're lively. When it doesn't, they bunch together and start glowing bright red. Vienna Pannonian Railroads declined to comment. However, several archaic biology enthusiasts have suggested that these beings are far from ordinary critters. They might in fact be familiars of vampires, social, vital creatures said to feed on the blood of laborers. This isn't a metaphor, they insist it's real. People have long said that the disappearance of the Blue Dawn former conductor was connected to the vampire. Now these critters show up, and somehow it's the same stories again. Maybe the train itself is a familiar of the vampires. Ha! If tickets weren't sold out, I'll get on board myself. Maybe even catch a few to show everyone. Don't joke about that. Whether the so-called vampire familiar theory holds any truth or not, the Dublin Dawn will depart on schedule. Will it truly reshape the Dublin region transport network as promised by Vienna Pannonian Railroads? Has it truly been touched by supernatural power? Only time will tell. So we're on stage 8. So far for the other day before, we boarded a train where Semmelweis were investigating the W Dawn train that may have a vampire that attacks the people. But we have Rabuska, which is a vampire, but we found out that she is not a threat. And I think it was cute that Emma, one of the conductors, was making friends with Rabuska. Alright, part 8. Vampires where the vampire has gone to stoke the fire. We must find him, or the train can't start. The Railroad Cat. The hour is late and the lamp dims. Passengers return to their compartments one by one, the soft sway of the train soothing them to sleep like a lullaby. Only 2 passengers remain in the shared space, seated face to face in silence.
them. Would you mind putting down your pen? I need to take your information.
Verity, British, arcanist. I like coffee, battered cod, and breezy nights. I hate deadlines and rainy days. There. That's all there is to know about me. Now, it's my turn to ask the questions.
The editor sets down her pen, then leans deep, as if passing along a secret.
Have you found it? I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, that's a no, then.
She waves her hand half-heartedly.
No matter. I'm sure even the most compelling of stories would turn to a dull report when put in your hands. Goodbye. Best of luck with your work.
Semmelweis closes her pen and file, but the editor, strikes by thought, speaks again.
Ah, but since you've been looking so diligently, I suppose I might throw you a bone.
Yes?
She leans closer still, gives a wink to the investigator.
Rumor is, many passengers aboard this train have heard crying during the night.
Crying? What kind of crying?
It starts soft, then turns to a hissing sound, lasting, echoing, and then, all of a sudden, it stops.
She grips her own throat, smiling at the investigator.
Like a kitten being strangled. Well, how did you like my little ghost story?
Wait, there's something behind you, hanging in midair. It looks like a strangled kitten.
Expressionless, Semmelweis shuts down a clumsy joke.
A good attempt, really. But not nearly enough to work on me.
The editor straightens but doesn't shed her smile.
Back to your work then, little Miss Clueless.
The registration is finally done. Feeling a trace of fatigue, Semmelweis returns to her seat and opens her files to review.
One of the few trains that travels across the peninsula. A crew with as of yet unidentified backgrounds and a haunted carriage. All passengers on the manifest have been registered. No notable discrepancies to be found.
She stores the paper. Everything falls into place too neatly. Every absurdity justified, but something is off.
And still no sign of the menace. It seems the key to all this lies with the conductress. What is she hiding? Stopping?
Excuse me, sir? Why is the train stopping? I just got into sleep.
The steward hurries through the corridor, calming the aroused passengers.
Apologies for the interruption. I'm afraid the train must come to a temporary stop. The railhead is impassable because of the heavy snow. The situation is being dealt with as we speak. Please stay in your rooms and remain calm. The dining carriage will come around to deliver nighttime desserts. We have Leipzig lard cake and Turkish delight. Should you require anything else, please let me know.
Snow?
She lifts a corner of the curtain. It looks like a blizzard! Snowflakes drifts outside, brushes about lazily in the waning storm.
snow indeed, but it hardly seems heavy enough to warrant a stop.
On the other side of the train, the little vampire remains fast asleep. What's she dreaming about? Robuska lies sprawled on the sofa, breathing evenly. The day turbulence has worn her down. A new friend comforts was the best lullaby.
How odd. I've never known a vampire to sleep at night.
She reaches out, inching towards the sleeping face.
Oh, it's time.
The stewardess shakes her head, brushing the hair from the girl's cheek.
Look at this smile on her face. She must be having sweet dreams. It's a shame I have to go.
She rises and quietly closes the door. Light fades into shadow until the room is swallowed in darkness.
Nighty night, Ruby.
The air reeks of damp wood, rot, snow, and conspiracy. A girl drifts among the trees like a phantom, fading into and then reappearing in the dark. The conductress has been waiting in snow, crushing flakes in her palm.
You're late. Did something happen?
No, sorry. I was just making sure the vampire girl was asleep.
Did anyone see you?
The train, the forest, and the winter wind conspires in grey silence. Snow falls calmly but steadily.
I was careful. No one saw me.
Good. They're expecting us.
The two moves towards the rear of the train, vanishing into the heavy snow. Snow prints follow
Just
another
as I
figure.
thought.
To be continued. So wondering what Emma and Corvus is doing. Are they meeting with someone? Measured words. A skilled investigator learns the most from the fewest words. Passenger's information log. Sonia, 60-year-old, a noble woman, sharp-tongued and fussy, seemingly fleeing from the war. 60 years of pride might have made it hard for her to face reality. She was supposed to travel with her butler, but tickets for the Dabudoon was nearly impossible to get. It seems war treats nobles and commoners alike, or perhaps her family status isn't quite as lofty as she makes it seems. After 10 minutes of complaining about having to travel alone, with no butler to set her table or press the creases from her skirt, she finally boards by herself. Do people really spend their whole lives learning to place their cutlery at a perfect 45 angle degree? Degree angle? In any case, she's the archetype of a noble woman straight out of oil painting. Gown in hand, let's hope that on her road of escape, she learns that what the world is really like. A brunette, 45 years old, middle class, a decent, respectable gentleman. Nothing remarkable about his demeanor, just an ordinary man who fits neatly into his social standings. A businessman with investments in Eastern Europe, railways, and oil, vital infrastructure, and chargeable resources. He's well connected and has eye for opportunity. The war costs him dearly, but he worries for his future. Special times demand special measures. What troubles him isn't death or hunger. It's the thought of losing a life of luxury forever. Alright. Part 9. Do not enter. The woods have eyes and they see everything.
Apologies for the wait.
Lower your weapons. It's Iglika.
Shadow parts. Young man emerges. Recognizing the conductress, they lower their rifles.
I prefer Corvus. It's more familiar to me. Are they all our people?
She checks their faces, easing only when they see no strangers among them.
Yes. No others. Just as planned. Pyros' men are patrolling ahead.
Good. Finish this quickly. The passengers believe we're clearing snow ahead of the train. Is Pyros holding up his end?
Yes. He'll let you through when the train arrives.
Good. And the cargo?
In the carriage over there. In the woods. We've got horses to pull it over. This way. It'll keep you out of sight.
At her word, the man hurries down the forked path by the track.
Come on, follow us.
She steps forward, but her coat helm is tugged.
Conductress, I...
Got it. Don't worry. I'll be back.
The conductress drapes a newly made scarf over the girl's shoulder until it has all but buried her face.
So soft. Thank you, conductress.
It looks cute with the scarf on.
I don't want you to catch a chill.
Iglika!
Patting her shoulder, she walks alone into the shadows.
One, two, three. Whew. Done. That was a heavy one.
All right. Time for an inventory check.
She's added another carriage?
Semmelweis blends into the dark shadows of the trees, examining the train. A new carriage is pulled up and secretly attached behind the rear cabin.
What's it carrying? Guns? Ammunition? Controlled substances? And those don't look like Serbian troops.
She waits until the soldiers disperse, leaving only two behind. Emma lowers her head and clutches her scarf. Then she suddenly collapses to her knees.
Emma.
The snow falls constantly and heavy. Their figures lean together in a storm, like ghosts rooted among the trees. In that moment, all else melts away. The world is only the two of them.
I'm sorry.
I know. I know. Silly girl. Shouldn't have gotten so close.
What are they? Could it be?
The investigator, hidden in the shadows, frowns as he keens her eyes.
Need to get confirmation.
Freeze! Hands up, where I can see them.
She raises her hands.
Turn around.
Two soldiers stagger before her, face ghostly and haggard, like two white flames drifting in the night.
Good. Don't do anything stupid. What did you see just now?
I saw...
She flicks her toes, kicking a stone into the one soldier's knee. He cries out, buckling to the ground. She lunges, seizing his weapon, at the same instant, turning it on the other.
My turn now. Hands up where I can see them.
Are they here to play cat's cradle?
Target where
Wait for the right moment.
Merci.
Enemy reaction predicted. Eliminate target.
Considering someone's physical condition, the investiture can be simplified.
Two young soldiers lie unconscious in the snow.
Something's wrong with these soldiers. Slow movements, unsteady steps, and their faces oddly pale.
Are they vampires?
No bullets in either gun. That can't just be a mistake.
She checks their gear, empty rifles, unmarked tags, and a trinket that draws her eye. It's the image! It's the image!
Same shape and size. This looks to be the item the conductress gave that soldier at the station earlier. Manus Vindictae. Finally you rear your head.
She runs her finger over the familiar symbol, then pulls her communicator from her coat and presses the button.
Investigator Semmelweis to Foundation. Mission number 0073 MV.
Go ahead, investigator.
Progress update. I found the Manus Vindictae insignia on a soldier at a station near Belgrade. The conductress of the Danube Don has undertaken suspicious dealings with these soldiers, stopping the train on the pretext of the railway being blocked by the snow in order to secretly add an additional carriage. I now have reason to believe that the conductress is collaborating with Manus Vindictae. Whatever's in that carriage may be related to our blood-sucking target. One more thing. I've lost contact with all members of Squad 77.
Mission 0073 MV, report received. We will continue our search for Squad 77. Please proceed with your mission, investigator.
Wonder who's in Squad 77. I don't think they mentioned it in the beginning. Report finished. She snaps the device shut. She looks up at the dark sky. The storm is easing.
Been out here a while. Any longer, and I might start to raise suspicion. Time to head back.
So is nobody gonna notice the unconscious soldiers? Time passes slowly. A few passengers stirs awake from the stop. Some steps out of their cabins, whispering in the darkness.
All passengers, please remain in your rooms. The train is about to depart and we will reach the border checkpoint soon.
The steward moves between cars, calming their unease. Between two cars, he sees one door ajar, wind blowing snow inside.
Why is the door open? Wait a minute. There's something underneath.
A passenger leans there, coughing hard, drawing the attention of the steward.
Excuse me. When is the train leaving?
Oh, apologies, sir. In about 10 minutes.
He lowers his head with dejection. When the steward leaves, his eyes rose, lips twitching with a cathartic grasp. Low rumble, drowned voices, shouts, and any stray sounds in the train. The Daniel Boudon rolls into the storm, laden with passengers. To be continued. Part 10. Among the Dead. O child of shadows, within your mysterious tomb, I bid you to sleep in peace. Part 10. Among the Dead. Oh, nice.
I always have the same dream. A dream where time stands still. People never grow old. And the sunshine never fades. Because there, I can hear Mama's voice again.
My, look how long your hair has grown, Robuska. Sit up for a moment so I can comb it for you. My hair was just like yours when I was a girl. I do worry when I comb Nicolas, though. His hair's like your father's, all curly at the root.
Come on, Mama. Please keep telling the story. In the light of the blood moon they rise.
In the light of the blood moon, they rise and stride under the veil of night. Freely, they live without fear of death. For through blood, they live forevermore.
Through blood they live. Amazing! What about me, Mama? What about me?
You? Well, you are our dearest Robuska, one of the youngest vampires in the family. Seasons change, years pass, and you've spent 214 years, 4 months, and 2 days in a deep, deep sleep.
What was she actually
Now,
214?
the people suffering from the war cry out, Robuska, awaken! Open up your scarlet eyes and help us.
Is that blood I smell? Now, the great vampire Robuska has awoken from her endless sleep. Does anyone dare hurt my family? Never fear, Mama. Robuska's here to bite their necks and suck their blood.
You silly thing. Have you forgotten? As vampires, we're not afraid of anything. Not even death.
Run, Buska! Run!
Mama! No! No!
Buska, run!
Straight to the point. I like that.
Let's carry on with the story, shall we? Arnold gave Gargana a ring, with a gem as red as blood.
It's Mama.
Wait, you're not Mama. She has...
Merci.
Target where confirmed. Enemy reaction predicted.
Into the darkness.
The sword is drawn.
Breaking through.
It's gone. Is this a dream?
Each move on the board is an attempt to return to the future.
I ran and ran, away from the gunshots, away from another burning village. I ran into the mountains. They protected me, hid my escape. Then, I went to the cemetery. No, no one's following. They can't find me anymore. I found an old coffin, cast aside, forgotten, just there, abandoned by the whole world. I huddled up inside it, and I lived there. Lived with the worms.
Doesn't this pose looks like Tuesday? Wait, no.
It smells like them.
Wait, Miss Kimberly.
Like my family. Mama once said that in this land, the dead never truly die. She said that our bodies merged with the earth, our blood seeping into the dirt and nourishing the tangled roots of the trees. And ever so quietly, we day by day become one with the world. So I wasn't afraid. Didn't struggle anymore. I closed my eyes, let the smell wash over me, and a warmth grew in my heart. Tatko. Mama. We were together again. Together again.
Together again. Together again.
She awakens from a dream.
Just a dream. Just a dream.
Robuska takes a deep breath, swallowing her tangled emotions. She looks around. The room is empty.
Can't remember the last time I had a good night's sleep. Huh. I must have slept longer than I thought. Oh, but that means we'll be getting to the checkpoint soon. I'm as gone too. Wait! That means I've got a chance to get out of here!
She takes no time to pick the lock again, peeking out like a worried cat.
Yes! No one outside either.
But before she steps out, she notices her dirty hands, a poor contrast from her fine new dress. Covered in dust from all the scrambling, she tries to pull down her sleeve, and then hesitates, afraid to stain the fine fabric.
Oh, I'd better change. Just have to put this all back, and...
Her new clothes are left folded on the sofa, After a pause, she sets her hat beside them.
This is the most expensive thing I own. Take it as my gift. Bye-bye, princess.
The young vampire slips through the carriage. Most passengers remain asleep. The night is freeing, and yet oddly alone.
Quiet. Nobody's around now. Then I can have some fun by myself.
She lifts her flute, letting notes keep her company.
Just like the old days.
A soft tone escapes, low and
Right.
sweet.
Here I am in carriage 1. Carriage number 2.
One note falls, another rises. She drifts slightly through the carriage like a passing breeze.
11. Huh? Shouldn't there be 12 carriages? 10 for passengers, plus the brake van and the staff compartment. Yeah. Then how did this extra carriage get here?
Alright, take care, Millie. A new carriage, one she'd never seen before, rattled in the dark. But the train stretches long, and in the night it almost feels endless.
What a pretty song. I could almost applaud.
A voice cuts coldly from the shadows.
Oh, you're that lady from before. I'm counting how many carriages there are. This helps me with it.
An interesting little game. From your hometown, I presume?
She shakes her head.
No, I came up with it myself. My hometown's big, you see. So big you couldn't even imagine it.
Climb one mountain, and another rises. Cross one river, another follows. The sky stretches endless and gray, a road without ends.
Lucky for me, my mother gave me this caval. So I used it to name every mountain and river by giving them each their own note.
She grips the flute with pride.
And now I never get lost.
Are you certain?
The editor looks up from her scratchy notes. Her eyes are alight with interest.
I've heard the carriages on this train can multiply, even if you played the entirety of Bach's Mass in B minor. You'd never count them all. Go ahead, if you don't believe me. You'll see soon enough.
Verity offers a wistful smile.
What?
She looks down the corridor. The carriage sways lazily, as if beckoning her forward. Moonlight peeks through the cloud, pale and cold, shrouding the scene like a white burial sheet, hiding all secrets beneath it.
And there, in a carriage that never was, in that place that shouldn't even have existed, blood-red eyes blinked in the darkness. And the blood of those sorry passengers trickled, sweet and warm, into the throats of the red-eyed monsters.
Where'd she go?
Ma'am, I think we'd better stick together.
Ma'am, where'd she go? She steps back in fear, turning to find nothing there. Just an old iron door swaying by itself, its hinge growling, creaks, creaks.
Ma'am? Oh.
The girl has no choice but to face the darkness before her.
Come on now. You're Babushka, the blood-sucking vampire. You're not scared of anything.
He takes a deep breath and takes a brave leap. A heavy copper lock clamps the front door of the carriage, glinting coldly under the moonlight.
Oh, lock again? Fine. Then I'll just unlock this one too. Open sesame.
Just one push, and she can slip inside. Rubuska freezes, holding her breath, and presses against the door, catching faint sounds of thermofan.
On one such night, a group of passengers awoke to the sound of crying. They followed it. Then, the crying turned to bawling, and the bawling to wailing, until they reached it. A door that wasn't there before.
Fear creeps over her. She turns to leave when a sharp gust throws her door wide open. The ancient groans of the door could wake anyone or anything long asleep. Slowly, she lifts her head to face the darkness. Eyes flicker in the dark, like ghostly flames gathering in the night. Before she can scream, a hand clamps her mouth, dragging her into the ellipsing shadows. What was that? Who grabbed her? To be continued. Call of the Blood Moon. The true madness lies elsewhere. Listen to the song. Nameless nursery rhymes. Listen. The wind is wailing in the distance. Look. The crimson moon is rising into the sky. Child, don't linger here. Don't touch the berries wet with dew, for that tempting red hue already carries the smell of rust. Listen. The wind weaves endlessly through the forest. Look. The bloodthirsty heralds wander here, their forms fade and shapeless. They have no heart, no shadow, no bodies, only blood-red lips, blood-red eyes, and blood-red fangs. They will use those fangs to suck your little fingers, as if they were the ripest berries. A song without an owner, who hums a lullaby for the midnight train. The W Dawn Rumor 2. Passengers from car number 3 often comes to me with their troubles, not over the tasteless stew or the unbearable chilly nights, but a sound, a crying that seeps through the partitions and burrows straight into their brains. It feels as if the train itself has come alive, endlessly recounting all the pain its body has endured throughout the years. And so, tonight at 11:51 p.m., I went to car number 3, sat by the window, and quietly waited for the cry to come. When the hours and minutes hands aligned, I heard it, that delicate, undescribable rhythm. The tone rose and fell, turning it on itself, resonating at the frequency barely perceptible. To me, it was more like a song, one that no throat can ever produce, something primal, pure, flowing unconsciously from the soul. Once the word song took shape in my mind, it stirs in memory along the Danube. There is an old legend of the Song of the Spirits. They say it's the most beautiful melody ever imagined by humankind, able to pass through any physical barrier and reach the listener's innermost conscious. Could what I have heard be that very song, or was it the faint cry for help from the frail former conductor, Herman? His decayed vocal cords vibrating through some supernatural force. Then, without the slightest warning, the singing stops. The carriage sinks into absolute suffocating silence, as though the debut itself, along with every living and dead thing within its belly, was holding its breath, waiting for the unseen baton to fall again, and for whatever the song has briefly subdued, to reawaken. UTTU editor, Verity. Alright, part 11, carriage number 13. One carriage, two carriage. Don't look too closely at the 13. So who grabbed her? Was it Semmelweis or was it the conductress Emma or something?
All right, she's down. Bring the garlic steak and salt.
Go. Heavy hands cover her face. Coal smoke, garlic, and earth choking her breath until she nearly faints.
What are you?
Careful, Yakov. Don't let her bite you.
Finally, the grip loosens. She scrambles to her feet. Her eyes adjust to the dark. No vampires, no bats, no endless corridor, just an ordinary, grim, old carriage. Dozens of filthy passengers crowd together, ragged and tense, clutching makeshift weapons, iron rods, pans, even garlic and salt.
Wait, it's just a kid. You're not a vampire, are you, young lady?
Of course I am. You're looking at the heir of Dracula, the Impaler himself.
They raise their weapons once more.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's not be too hasty. This vampire's already got a full belly. For now.
Then tell us why you broke in here. And don't go telling lies.
Rebecca tries to step back, but the cold iron door blocks her retreat.
Cut her some slack, Yakov. I don't think she meant any harm.
The woman's voice calls out, gentle but firm.
Rayhan, every time we try to act tough, you go soft on us.
Maybe so. But what other option do we have? If anyone hears us and comes looking, we're done for.
She's right. Let me go, and I won't say a word. I didn't see a thing. Promise.
A child whimpers in her arms, and Rabushka hesitates. The woman hugs him closer, soothing him.
It's all right, Ivanushka. No need to be afraid. We've got our eyes on her.
I'm not afraid. She isn't half as scary as those whiz bangs.
The boy leans against the woman, one sleeve hanging empty.
How much longer will we be stuck here, Ray? Will we really go to Budapest?
Rehan lowers her head, stroking her hair softly.
Of course we will, Ufakluk.
Budapest? Then you're also...
No words are needed. The scene says it all. That scent, too familiar, the nightmare returns, always chasing her.
Goyo! Goyo, don't fall asleep, okay?
Gunfire still echoes. A village burns behind her. She clutches her brother, unable to look back at the ruins.
I can't feel my legs. They're just a bit numb. It'll pass. You'll be fine. I'll get us out of here.
Flame tears across the skies. A shell bursts overhead.
I think my legs are behind. It hurts, Bushka. It hurts so bad I can't. You'll be fine, Goyo. All right. Your big sister's here. You're safe. You'll feel better tomorrow. You'll be better. Miss Vampire, what happened to your eyes? They've gone all red and watery, like white rabbits.
Huh? Oh, it's nothing. Happens every time I think of a happy memory. It's a vampire thing.
She hears a faint sound by the door. Step by step, quiet and patient.
What is it?
Shh. Someone's coming.
Robuska signals to others to hush, then press her ear to the door.
Strange. I don't hear anything now. Was it just my imagination?
She lowers her head and sees a dim yellow glow seeping through the cracks. A shadow blocks the light and swaying through the train. She turns in panic but meets the gaze of a helpless boy.
Are the bad men coming for us again? I don't want to go with them.
His blue eyes almost clear. His blue eyes looks almost clear in the darkness. Once before, in the world of ash and gunfire, another boy has looked at her the same way.
Koyo.
She draws a deep breath, making a solemn vow.
You're not going anywhere. I swear it on my honor as a vampire. Just leave it to me. I'll get you all to Budapest, safe and sound.
Turning back, she faces the door.
Now, keep quiet.
They hold their breaths. Dozen of eyes weaves a net around her, holding her spine steady, sealing every path of retreat.
Whoever you are.
She spreads her arms, coat flaring wide like a bat, unfurling her wings in the night.
Show yourself! But don't think I'll let you touch a hair on their heads!
Is it Semmelweis? Who is it? I know.
We begin with white.
Hey! That looks like Semmelweis' outfit.
Into the darkness.
Bravo.
Target square confirmed.
Wait for the right moment. Adios, Straniero.
Each move on the board is an attempt to return to the future.
An effortless battle, yet the defeated refuse to yield.
Oh, that's quite enough. I'm warning you. No fangs on the train, Robuska.
Huh? What are you doing here?
Hearing her name called in a familiar voice, the girl slackens her grip.
Funny. I had intended to ask you the same thing.
The yellow beam falls across weirdly half-wild faces. No one speaks. Her speed and skill imitates the onlookers.
No sign of Squad 77. And these people don't look like menace either. Could they be the cargo she was talking about? Are they civilians?
She paused for a moment, then speaks again.
Who brought you on board? The conductress? Think before you answer. I know more than you think. Why are you on this train?
Silence. Eyes filled with unease and suspicion fixed on her. She knows only sincerity will break through the walls between them.
Just listen, please. I don't work for the Border Patrol, the Army, nor the railway. If it's war, famine, or death you're running from, well, who could blame you? In times like these, anyone would do the same. My business here is with a vampire. If you don't have anything to do with one, then your purpose here is of no concern to me.
A vampire?
Oh, is one of them a vampire? All at once, they turn to Rabuska.
Huh? Could she mean me? Did you come here looking for me?
I can see what you're all thinking, but it's not her. I thought perhaps it could be hiding in this carriage, but it appears I was wrong.
Oh.
She nods, unsure whether in relief or regret.
So the stories are true. Good thing we came prepared.
That vampire. It won't find us, will it?
Worried memories. Wait a sec. Worries murmurs ripples through the carriage.
Look, I'm willing to help you, but only if you give me some information about yourselves. After all, trust is a two-way street, right?
I understand.
Yava severs their faces, sighing under his breath.
We're refugees. We come from all over. Someone offered us a way out and we took it. It's nothing more than that. We were told to wait near Belgrade station until the train stopped. They said someone would attach this carriage to the rear, and as long as we kept our heads down and stayed quiet, we could make it across the border. As for the conductress, she didn't speak much. She said there'd be people on the other side, people who'd feed us, give us medicine, help us start a new life in Budapest. That's the whole of it.
She's taking a huge risk for you. Smuggling you across the border could put her behind bars. She asked for a fair price, I assume.
The passengers shake their heads.
No, nothing. Only that we keep quiet and never speak a word about it to anyone who doesn't need to know.
Whoa. I never would have figured her for something like that.
What's that menace insignia? How did she get it? And why did she give it to those soldiers? And I can't forget that the rest of my squad has vanished without a trace.
Gemma Weiss takes a glance outside, an unyielding screen of white snow. She checks her watch.
We'll be reaching the checkpoint any minute now.
The time is short. As if to confirm their calculation.
We're stopping again. What's going on?
Yaka presses close to the door. Peeking through the crack, his eyes suddenly brightened.
You're right. It's the border checkpoint. Good news, folks. By tomorrow, we'll be out of the country.
To be continued. Part 12. Cranial. 3 sips and the way home will be clear. The train glides into a soft break at the checkpoint. The steel beast breathes out a final belch of dark smoke before it stops.
The Danube Dawn. Operated by Vienna Pannonian Railways. 12 car. Date of arrival, November 30th, 1912. Location, Nika border checkpoint. Persons on board, 250.
Sound grows faint, looping over and over as if trapped in a prison of numbers.
Sir?
The conductor steps forward. The soldier's face, pale as moonlight, looks freshly recovered from long illness.
Oh, just the usual checks. We'll have you on your way shortly. Welcome to Nika checkpoint, conductors.
Pyros, your chief officer. Where is he? I need to see him.
Ma'am, he,
His eyes drift before finally finding focus.
He's expecting you. Said you'd know where to find him.
Iglika! Aima! What a joy to see you both again. How's the trip treating you? All going well?
The officer strides in, warm smile and practiced.
Just the usual.
Ah, well, there's nothing wrong with that. Aima, come. Here, a refugee gave it to me.
Oh, Uncle Piros. Now I have all 5 of them. Thank you ever so much.
That's quite all right, my dear. Now, you be a good girl for Auntie Glika, and maybe she'll sew your dress for it. Then you can line them all up, like one big family.
Emma strokes the wooden doll gently. Pero watches, his expression tired but kind.
You look exhausted. Has there been trouble?
Do I? Perhaps I am a little worse for wear. Dealing with border patrol is always a pain. You know how it is.
He continues speaking, while his eye flicks subtly towards the stewardess.
Oh, yes. I just remembered. I still have to clean the windows on the dining car. Thank you again, Uncle Piros.
Emma pockets the toy with understanding, then turns to leave. The door shut, and the officer's smile turns sour.
There are eyes on us, and not just some casual suspicion. I believe they may be professionals. I just received word that 2 of my men were knocked out while on patrol. Somehow, without alerting anyone. Whoever did it was well trained. All that is to say, someone's sniffing us out, my friend.
To rule out any threat, I need to verify every passenger on board, carriage by carriage. I am fully within my authority to stop this train at any time to conduct an investigation.
What's wrong? I know that look. You know who's behind this, don't you?
I'll handle it.
The St. Pavlov Foundation. You heard of them?
He wastes no time.
Oh, Iglika. You've met them already, haven't you? They're on your train as we speak. How else could my men have been ambushed in such an isolated location? You're harboring a snake, my friend. Whether you know it or not.
She's not after the cargo. As for the assault, I will handle it. I won't allow anything to jeopardize the mission. This train must reach Budapest.
She dismisses his concern with a sharp wave.
Makes me miss it. I'll never forget the day you stood up for me. It's thanks to you that they even allowed me to stay with the guerrilla unit.
The officer narrows his eyes, mind slipping back to a faraway summer.
Things were simpler back then. All we cared about was the cause. About unity. And the Thracian Liberation Front. Fighting for a world where, regardless of race or bloodline, we'd all live as one great family. We crossed forests, trudged through the snow over the mountains, and turned the enemy's supply lines to dust. We scared those cavalrymen half to death. And when night fell, we'd gather around the fire, break bread, clean our sights, and sing those songs of war and liberation, like brothers and sisters. You remember, don't you, Iglika?
It was a good life.
What a shame that not everyone shared our vision. Betrayal, bloodshed, comrades parting ways. We went through all of it together. In the end, even we chose to walk away. And now, after all these years, I have a second chance to fight for what we believe in. The Danube Dawn.
His voice softened as he leans against the window. As he turns, the scar of his temple shows raw and red, like burnt vines.
I've always felt we were kindred minds, you and I. I trusted you then, and I trust you now. I won't take any action against the Foundation.
He pauses.
On two conditions. First, the train mustn't leave until morning. We need it here long enough to go through some procedures and put together a justifiable account of the assault.
Procedures? You mean...
I'm getting there. Second, I need to conduct a full search of the train.
Same old talk. Stops, papers, inspections. It never ends.
The train's already been searched. You'd only raise more concern with the passengers. I can provide you the passenger list if you must check.
Peril shakes his head.
Believe me, my people don't enjoy this any more than yours do. But word has gotten out. It's only a matter of time until people start asking questions about the attack. Besides, better that I do it, rather than getting the government or the company involved. We wouldn't want their prying eyes looking any closer now, would we?
His point is made. The Conductress carefully chooses her next words.
One of my crew members will be with you at all times. And tell your men to stay clear of the cargo. As for the time we're losing, I need compensation. Food, medicine, and priority clearance when we reach Budapest. The paperwork there is cumbersome, and each minute the train is stopped risks our cargo being exposed. It's give and take. Do we have a deal?
His expression blank, then yields a faint resonation.
Glika. I knew you wouldn't make this easy. You never do.
This is a fair negotiation, Pyros. For both of us. We both have responsibilities to attend to, yes?
The door creaks open. The conductress leads, her steps firm, face lightened by the unusual ease. Pyro follows, neither angry nor content.
Finally. Is everything alright? That was a long talk.
Of course, sweetheart. I got a little carried away talking about the good old days. I should know better than to challenge your boss at the bargaining table.
He mutters complaints, then bends low, voice dropping.
Listen, I'm sorry we haven't had the chance to talk. There's a lot on my plate right now. But when I'm done, I have another gift for you.
Another? But Uncle Pyros, my closet is already bursting.
This one's a secret. You'll see soon enough.
Better not be a trap. With a wink and a lazy stretch, he trails after the conductress, out of sight. To be continued. Echoes of the past. Recalling the past is the simplest way to hurt yourself, so I never do. So, where are you from? Trying to gather some basic information on the new recruits? I'm just curious. You've been with the Guerrilla for some time now. Well, to answer your question, I suppose I forgot, or perhaps I never knew. I've been a wanderer ever since I can remember. That's when I heard a song drifting on the wind. It guided me here. I don't know where my home is either, but I have always wanted to find one, or create one. So this guerrilla band is the home you're trying to build? Yes, the guerrilla welcomes anyone who longs for a place to return to, just like they welcome you. I see. What? In hope we stand as one. Isn't that the liberal front goal? Lika, this will be our vision. You brought me into this home, and here, every part of me has been embraced. We have to live on, together as one. We have to keep fighting, together as one. "13." So part 13, the non-returnees. The darkness cuts their shadows from their heels, and at the empty door, their families mourn the whole night long. Outside the carriage, some heavy footsteps, followed by the wave of restless complaints.
You hear that? Boots. Sounds like soldiers.
Could it be Pyros again?
Pyros?
An army officer. He's working with the conductors to get us out of here.
A new name, a new problem. Semmelweis frowns.
Come on, Norbuska. Time to go.
Huh? Oh, right! I'm supposed to be in Ima's cabin. I better not be seen here.
Wait! Mr. Buska!
Just about to leave, she turns back to face the boy.
Thank you for protecting us. I hope I can be brave like you when I grow up. You're a good vampire.
She can't help but smile as she leans down to pat his head.
And you're a good boy, Ivanushka. Now listen, this good vampire has to go up front for a bit. But I'll be back soon with news from the other carriages. No one will hurt you. You got that? Not while I'm around. Here, pinky promise.
She reaches out her right hand to Ivanushka, holding his pinky, hooking his pinky. So Ivanushka lifts his good hand, pinky finger locked with hers. Their promise is
I'll be
sealed.
waiting for you. You promised, so come back soon, Robuska.
Don't worry, I will. Look, I'll take this.
She picks up the wooden stake at her feet and gives it to a little shake.
As a token of our promise. So you better hold the fort for me until I bring it back, all right?
Ladies and gentlemen, please bear with us while we conduct a routine check.
Are you going to take us too? Like you did with Robuska?
You give her back right now, Earl. I'll lie down right here. I'll be an unmovable object.
The boy flings himself to the ground, clenching his putty fist like a mortar, ready to face his fate. It's his final card to play, a tactic that has worked on the adults before, and one that he's counting on to work now.
If you are set on being unmovable, I'd be happy to stitch you into the carpet.
He swallows hard.
I'm not moving. Not until Robuska's back.
Another search. Again? I suppose you can never be too sure whether someone's transformed into a beast over lunchtime.
We're ever so sorry for the inconvenience, but this is for your safety. We just have to check whether...
Oh, I have something to check too, young lady. Namely, whether anyone on this crew actually has a brain knocking around in their heads. You say this is for our safety, but all you've done is stir up chaos. You ought to be ashamed.
The carriage is in chaos. People leave their seats, crowding and shouting. The tension seems about to erupt in a fresh turmoil.
That's quite enough commotion, everyone.
The officer slides his pistol back into his belt as if it were nothing more than a pen, just a tool. In the uneasy silence, another sound breaks through. A slow, irregular churning, like a rumbling stomach of some terrible creature. The noise dips, then rises again in a cat-like whimper. All eyes turns towards the pale-faced gentleman in the corner.
What are you all staring for? That weren't me.
Footsteps echoes. Semmelweis strides through the gathered people at a quick pace, with Robuska trailing close behind.
What are you two doing here?
Please, allow me through. There's something wrong.
She moves as she speaks, grabbing Abel's breast and yanking it away.
Watch it! I told you it weren't me!
She shoves him aside and looks at the stump stranger hiding behind him.
Who are you? I didn't see you during the registration. Can you speak, sir?
The passenger can hardly lift his face to meet hers. His face is chalk white, red streaks course outward from his pupil. Then he opens his mouth, revealing a thick black sea of blood swirling inside. What happened? He collapsed, choking on the blood, gurgling as he swallows it back down. The investigator kneels and pries open his eyelids.
An infected? But this looks nothing like the usual symptoms. A mutation, perhaps?
Hold on. Would anyone care to explain this? What an infected? Infected by what?
A pinch of cold, a dash of salmonella, and a spoonful of tuberculosis. What do you think? He's been bitten by a vampire.
Vampire!
Overwhelmed with shock, the passenger faints.
My goodness! A vampire? On this train? I figured those were just old stories.
Oh dear. Looks like we've got an unwelcome guest aboard. Iglika, did that strange girl do this?
He looks towards Robuska.
I overheard the children talking about some shadowless vampire boss.
Oh my! I thought it was just a silly game.
Everyone turns to Robuska in a conflicting silence. Without her hat, there's no hiding those ruby eyes. Their fear finds a cause.
I knew there was something wrong with her the moment she came on board. All that shouting and running about.
And look, she's awfully pale too. No, it wasn't me.
This isn't a courtroom. There's no use pleading your case. You're going to have to leave the train. After all, we can't have a vampire wandering free on the train full of ordinary people now, can we? You'll have to find your next bite elsewhere, kid.
Kuro signals to his men.
Take her away.
Yes, sir.
Heavy boots stop closer as Tusser sees Robuska by the arms.
Don't touch me! Let me go! You've got it all wrong!
She said don't touch her!
In the next instant, several kids rush toward the crowd, tugging at the soldiers and shouting.
Please, sir, please listen. Maybe it's a mistake.
Hey, back off! Whose kids are these? They're interfering with the military operation.
One soldier raises his rifle and interrogates.
They're with me. For crying out loud, you two, come back here.
Annabelle! This is grown-up stuff, okay? You've got to stay out of it.
The children don't budge. Annabelle clutches the coat hem, looking at Robuska's in panic. In all the chaos, hers is the only face sharp and clear.
Run, boss.
Run, Buska.
The air reeks of gunpowder. No one is hurt, but a jagged dent scarred the ceiling.
Last warning. Where are your parents?
In the kiosk, a small figure breaks free and hurls herself at the soldier.
No, boss! Babushka!
Babushka locks onto his arm, her fangs sinking deep into his skin, sucking as if to drain every drop.
Put it down!
To be continued.
Straight to the point. I like that.
Camouflage.
Gunshots! I hate gunshots! Ah, my ears! Right. Time to run. As far as my legs will carry me. Wait. No. I shouldn't. Sorry, Mama. But I'm not running again.
Something's seriously wrong with her.
Targets where enemy reaction.
Into the darkness. Wait for the right moment.
Breaking through. Enemy piece overloaded.
You'll see it coming. It will be over before you feel it. Scaglione.
Nice move.
Each move on the board is an attempt to return to the future. Let
Before the end, one destination, 10,000 pass. How have you been lately? Not good or bad, just drifting. Since the Liberal Front disbandment, I have had plenty of time to wander, but wandering is all I could do. You need to move. You're not the kind of a rest. None of us are. Is that why you invited me to Istanbul? Not exactly. The refugees. That's right, they never miss a train. Always here waiting, hoping to get on. The only way they can think of it is to crawl underneath the cars and cling to the beams like this. I met a boy once, the first one who wasn't afraid of me. We talked at the station. He said the rich swine always finds a seat. He asked why I didn't leave. He claimed he had no swine, slipped under the train, and waved goodbye. Before he left, he said, "Goodbye, Grudela." He knew where you were from? But I had almost forgotten. I have an idea. What kind of idea?